teachers, our parents, spouses, without whom we wouldn't have achieved what we have today. May we all continue to flourish. Well begun is half done, so let us have an auspicious beginning. I request N.S. Muralidhar, our treasurer, to commence this evening's program with an invocation.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಂದು ಪುರಂದರದಾಸನ ಒಂದು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ, ಆದರೆ ಇದು ರಾಗ ಮಧುವಂತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ, ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೇ, ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ, ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರವನೇ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ, ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ, ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಮುನಿಜನ ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಮುನಿಜನ ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಮುನಿಜನ ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಮೋದದಿ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಪಾದವ ತೋರೋ, ಮೋದದಿ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಪಾದವ ತೋರೋ, ಸಾಧು ವಂದಿತನೇ ಆದರದಿಂದಲೀ, ಸಾಧು ವಂದಿತನೇ ಆದರದಿಂದಲೀ, ಸಾಧು ವಂದಿತನೇ ಆದರದಿಂದಲೀ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ, ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ, ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯುವಂತೆ ವರದಯ ಮಾಡೋ, ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯುವಂತೆ ವರದಯ ಮಾಡೋ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ, ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೇ, ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ, ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೇ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Murali. I now invite on stage our organizing chairperson, C. Sharath Kumar, to deliver his welcome address. We would like to express our deep gratitude to him for being able to meet here today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you all. It's my great pleasure to be in front of such an august audience, that too in such an evening where we are just enjoying. It's a beautiful night. Tonight, we have gathered here to celebrate the golden jubilee of our BMC 71. Can you give a big hand to BMC 71? All are achievers here. Nobody is less, nobody is more. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, warm welcome to our office bearers. Vishwanath and his dear wife Rajeshwari, can you please stand? Kindly give them a very big applause. Kindly give a rose for them. And Ramita and Pai, Anil Pai, where are you? Yeah, please stand up. Yeah. Kindly give a nice rose to Ramita and also to Anil Pai. And Murali, our treasurer. Murali, yeah. Kindly give a nice rose to Murali. Give a good round of applause to such a musical voice he has got. What a voice. And our founder admin, none other than D.S. Satish. Where are you? Satish, warm welcome to you. A nice rose to you. And all our committee members, kindly stand up. Mohini and Prasad, Siddhartha and Anuradha, Badrinath, Jay Manjunath and Gayatri, Varalakshmi, Kamalaprabha and Chandrasekhar, Chikkanna and Mangala, Rekha. These were our real backbones. I may be just standing in front of you. They have worked behind me. And I am your showpiece. But the real masterpiece are these committee members and office bearers. Once again, give them a very big round of applause. And warm welcome to all. And all the charming ladies who have come from USA. Shailaja, Swarnalata, Shallamma, Satyavati abroad, K.L. Ashok, Francis and Jane, Satyeshwar, Krishna Reddy and Malati, Neelakanta and Mamata, Ramchandra from Australia. Kindly stand up so that we can recognize your presence. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You have made our day and night so successful. You have taken so much time to be here. Probably you have planned for more than 2 to 3 months to be here. Clark, thank you so much. Swarnalata, thank you so much. Satyeshwar, thank you. I am just naming a few. It doesn't mean that I have forgotten the others. And all the classmates who have come from outside Bangalore. Lakshmi, she has traveled from Mumbai. She traveled only for this purpose. Praveen Chandra and Kalpana, they have traveled from Dharwad. They came by Rani Chennamma Express just yesterday night. They were here. Sanjay, he has traveled from Sholapur. Sunil, from nearby city, Mysore. And Jai Prakash Alva, where are you? He has traveled from Mangalore. Kindly recognize their presence. Jai Prakash Alva, yeah. Gangi, you are part of us and you are in our soul. So, we need not welcome you. And all the residents, classmates who are staying in these resorts to make these resorts more beautiful, more meaningful. Adishesh, Anant Krishna, Anant Kishan, M.S. Ashok and Gayatri, kindly stand up so that we can recognize your presence with a small rose. Kindly please stand up. And V.S. Chandrasekhar and Deepa, so that others will also know you. And Gurudat, Kumar Swami and Sita Lakshmi, where are you? Ramesh, Raheja and Jyoti, Srinivas Murthy and Manjula, Dunmadaya, our philanthropist, and Praveen Chandra and Kalpana, Prema Kavi. Praveen Chandra, yeah, please recognize their August presence. Kindly give them a very big applause. And all the resident ladies who are staying in these resorts, Sheila, Sushilamma, B.G. Saroja, Gayatri Devi, Kalpana and Rajmohan, and Beena. Please give them a very big round of applause for they have all the way made up their mind to stay here and to make this good evening a more meaningful one. And day scholars, they are so busy they cannot stay here, but they have made it up They are spending their most precious time here. Just name them. Rajana, please stand up. Dilip Kumar, Umesh Babu, Prema Yogi, M.R. Chandrasekhar and Dhanalakshmi, Kasturi SCA, Devraj CB, Gangadhar BN. Yeah, he has travelled and all the way from Delhi, but he is very much with us. Kindly give him a very big round of applause. Because till last minute his program was unknown. What time Prime Minister calls him, what time President calls him, we don't know. But still he has made it up to be here amongst us. He feels that this is his home and he is here. Give him a very big round of applause. Gangadhar, you have made our day a very, very meaningful one. And all the day scholar ladies, Ratna, R.K. Saroja and Arundhati. And in absentia, all the Zoomers. Srikanta, give him a very big hand. He gave unprecedented support to us. All this audio visual, this one, every minute he used to update and call us. See, this is what I have done. And he deserves much more applause than what we are giving. Give them a big hand. And Sheena, Amruta Varshini, S. Venkatesh, Srinivas N.S., Devaki, Balasangameshwar, Jai Shri. These are going to join us in the Zoom. And I have the great pleasure in inviting our event manager, Umesh, and his team, receptionist, Purnima Janavi, and men's clinic staff. Where are you? They are all here, Ramesh, and Raj, Ravi, Shashi, and all. Give them a big, very big hand. They worked day and night together along with me. In fact, they have worked more than me in taking the printouts, sending everybody all the information. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I have forgotten anybody, please forgive me. Once again, I warm welcome to you all. Just enjoy this evening. It's an enchanting evening. May the excitement of the evening enthuse you. May its enchantment surround you. May the fellowship that we start, share, create happy memories and smiling musical memories throughout your life. May this Golden Jubilee celebration a memorable one. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Thank you by choosing me to be your chairman. I am really blessed by your gracious presence. Thank you, gentlemen. Once again, warm welcome to you all. Ramita, over to you.
Thank you, Sharath. That was really a roaring welcome to all present here. Yes, thank you. Lighting of a lamp dispels darkness, ignorance, and unhappiness, and spreads the Almighty's grace and divine energy around. For the lamp lighting ceremony, I would like to invite on stage the organizing chairperson, Sharath Kumar, Vishwanath, the organizing secretary, Murlidhar, the treasurer. We have an overseas representative, Swarna. Please come over. The founder admin, D.A. Satish, Mohini, Siddhartha. Please come over on the stage.
You also join.
Yeah.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते
go in an upward direction. To signify knowledge uplifts one to higher deeds. They say there is a reason. They say time will heal. But neither time or reason will change the way we feel. On this Golden Jubilee Reunion Day, memories do come our way, and we remember our fellow classmates who, though no longer here, are still missed, remembered, and always dear. I request Badrinath Murthy to pay tribute to those who are forever in our hearts.
Thank you, Ramita. Now, the committee has given me the onerous responsibility of bringing to your knowledge and to our own knowledge the list of our dear classmates who are no longer with us. And to our dismay, the list is very long, and every day it increased in number. And so that really made us feel very bad, that so many of our dear CM classmates are no longer with us. But that is life. I mean, we have to move on. But this program, or this part of the program, is not meant to make us feel very sad. I mean, we miss our classmates, but we should rejoice at their achievements and the friendship we enjoyed with each one of them. And we should recall the good incidents which occurred in their presence. And also, please remember, we are not here to make anybody feel bad. We want to just bring to your notice, and I'm sure each one of us will connect with one of our classmates. When you see and you hear, oh, I knew him, this is his, you learn something extra. We learned a lot. I have learned a lot about these CM's classmates who are no longer with us. With these few words, and I don't want to, committee doesn't want to hurt anybody, we just want to bring to your notice the good deeds of all our classmates who are no longer with us. So this program is dedicated to our beloved BMC 71 classmates who are no longer with us, in kind and loving memory of all of them, each one of them. And we have to connect now. We can't connect with them in any other way. We remember them, and each one of us, if we develop contact with one of the families of the departed classmates, we would go a long way in trying to heal the wounds. The first person I want to bring to your notice is Anand Krishna HR. Anand Krishna was rightly called the Mohammad Rafi, as somebody said. And he, in looks, he looked like the young Ranbir Kapoor. He resembles Ranbir Kapoor. He was a very smart, humorous and talented person, an extremely good singer. All of us have had occasion to hear him. I'm sure all of you also have enjoyed his songs. And he used to sing at short notice. That was his strength. And Ashok Kumar gave me the information that brain dissection was performed in Ashok Kumar's house when we were in anatomy. Anand Krishna, Anjan and Ashok Kumar performed the dissection. After his MBBS, he worked in VISL, Bhadravati, and his immediate neighbor was Praveen Chandra. So I got some information from Praveen Chandra and Ashok. So we really miss Anand Krishna, a very talented person. The next person is Asha Lata. I'm sure all of you seeing the photo will connect with her. Extremely kind, considerate, pleasant lady, but principled, very principled. She was from Dakshin Kannada district, one of the very few lady surgeons of those times. She did MS General Surgery and did well in her profession. She served the government. Her husband was a police officer. The next person is Biswanath Bhattacharya. All of you may see his smile and see his face, very familiar. Originally hailing from Tripura, from Agartala, from Tripura state. After completion of MBBS, he worked as a medical officer in Tripura Government Medical Service. He was a friendly person but extremely straightforward. And he provided good company to Ramita and Anjan when they traveled to Calcutta from Madras by the Howrah Mail. And they must have exchanged a lot of pleasantries, but we don't have time to recall all those events. A very nice person. He sadly succumbed to an MI. He was unmarried, and this information was given to me by his close friend Anjan Chakrabarti, who could not make it, who is in Kolkata. The next person, I don't think I have to introduce him at all. Bhatta, as we call him, Jyoti Prakash Bhattacharji. A gem of a man and a giant of a man. A very friendly, articulate and humorous person. Came from Vayalikawal area. He was a workaholic. And our friend Siddhartha Dattagupta told him, why don't you take it easy? You've got a BMW now, you've got everything, your sons are well settled. He said, Illappa, hotte padag nan madbeku, nan kelsa madde idre, nan henti maklig yarappa uta haktara, nin haktiya, nin mane kalsla anta keltindante. So I mean, that was his attitude to work. Not that he required the money, but he was devoted to his work. Hotte padu. We used to call him hotte. Anybody who asks, yenappa, illa hotte padag nan kelsa madbeku. Extremely popular ENT surgeon with a vast clientele of patients, and thespian Dr. Rajkumar was also one of his patients. And after that treatment, successful treatment, JP or Bhatta had an occasion to work in a Dr. Rajkumar film, Dhruvatare. So he is also, if you look up Google, you will see his name there in the cast. Multilingual. Kannada he could speak better than most of us. Extremely articulate, and he leaves behind his wife and 2 sons. We all miss Bhatta very much. An extremely popular ENT surgeon. The next classmate is also very, I'm sure all of you have recognized him, Chandrasekhar, C.R. Chandrasekhar, popularly called as Pillai. Very tough to look at and very tough when you speak to him initially, but extremely kind and helpful. Very kind and very soft heart he had. He was a true loyal friend. And the greatest asset of Chandrasekhar Pillai, and as many of you would have experienced, was his desire to help the poor and the needy. Throughout his government service, he helped the poor and the needy. Helping friends, helping rich people is okay, but helping the poor and the needy is a very good job which Chandrasekhar Pillai did. He retired as professor and head of the Department of Urology in Bowring Hospital. And one incident which I remember, which most of you, when I used to say, Chandrasekhar, 1 nimsha, he said, one nimsha helbadappa, 2 nimsha helu. He used to always say, 1 nimshadalli agodilla, 2 nimsha helu. He first stayed in Tata Silk Farm area, then shifted to Davangere in government service, finally settled in Sahakar Nagar. Sadly passed away in 2017 November, leaves behind his wife and 2 sons. The next classmate is Chandrika MR, very bright and friendly girl from our area, Malleshwaram. Daily we used to travel to and fro in the same BTS bus to college. The next classmate also very familiar, Jai Kumar PN, very intelligent and witty person. He regaled us with terrorism English. This is given to me by Ramita. So I used to say, whenever we used to talk with Jai Kumar, better keep a thesaurus or a dictionary with you. because you can't understand what he's saying. He was very brilliant and witty. He was a top-notch interventional neuroradiologist, top-notch, international level. He worked as professor and head of the department of neuroradiology in Nimans, and then went to Oman and worked as a consultant radiologist. Very versatile in painting and rangoli displays. And initially from Jayanagar, then shifted to Nimans and finally settled in Domlur. Sadly passed away in December 2021, leaving behind his wife, son and daughter, and a granddaughter. Next is a boy classmate, whom many of us said we have not heard of, but I have interacted with him, Krishna Kumar Kashyap. And Sharath Kumar and Praveen Chandra gave me some information. Very smart but quiet person, and studied in Bangalore High School, same section as Sharath. Originally he was Sharath's neighbor in Chamarajpete. Originally he was from Pune. But we later lost touch. That is a very sad aspect. We lost touch with many of our classmates. The next classmate is our K.H. Manjunath. Very well-dressed and confident person, and his trim safari suits, I'm sure all of you will remember what is forte. Always wearing trim dresses. Bobby, yes, called Bobby, yes. And he worked in the Department of Forensic Medicine and retired as professor and head of the Department of Forensic Medicine in BMC. He used to attend all the music programs conducted by Murli and his team, along with his wife. And what Murli also told me that very often Dr. Manjunath would visit him in his clinic. And Murli would be surprised to see him, because he would not have contacted him. He said, no, I go to the receptionist. I don't trouble you. I come as the way I should come as a patient. That was the great thing of Manjunath. Sadly passed away in on October 31st. We are shortly, they are commemorating by the first anniversary on 31st of Monday, on 31st October. If anybody has time, could attend that function also, please. So he had a COVID infection and sadly passed away, leaving behind his wife, son and daughter. Next person is G.H. Murthy from Kumara Park, Vailikaval area, soft-spoken. He sadly passed away during his internship due to malignancy. This classmate you will all recognize, Nanjun Swami, very active. He was in the college managing committee and student associations. Later relocated to Mumbai and sadly passed away a few years back. We lost touch with him. Prasanna Kumar DL, or DL Prasanna Kumar, was a very bright student. Actually, as Chandru told us, his examiner in pathology, that is Prasanna Kumar's examiner in pathology, stood up and applauded him on his excellent performance. He was a brilliant student, but somehow he used to get nervous and avoid the examinations. Unfortunately, he succumbed to a brain tumor. Premalata Ji from Coxtown area. Her brother was Dr. Rajendra, who was a pediatrician in Vanivilas Hospital, and Dr. Bhanumati, a classmate, was her sister. Sadly passed away very early in 1978. This information is given by Dr. Saroja. Next classmate who is not with us sadly is Rajendra J. Originally from Srirampuram area, did his MD physiology and worked in a private medical college. Was called 100 because his register number in first MBBS was 100. See, these are the things we learn after getting input from Chandrasekhar and others. Sadly passed away due to a spinal injury following a motor vehicle accident near his house. Very sad. The next classmate is a familiar face, Raju L., an ophthalmologist by profession, worked in government service, and after retirement he bought a house and practiced in Adgodi area. This information given to me by Vishwanath. Next is Dr. Ramadas C., originally from Chiknayak-Nalli, a general surgeon working in state government service. Unfortunately passed away due to a motor vehicle accident at Ballari Vim's hospital gate. He was coming out, going to his house. He met with a motor vehicle accident and passed away on 14th of March 1997. This information also given to me by Saroja. The next student, sorry I don't have his photograph, Ramesh S., but this input given by Satish. Ramesh had a clinic in Kurumangala area where he was practicing along with his wife. Sadly passed away due to colon cancer. Next student is, I hope you can connect, at least we from Malleshwaram can connect. She is Ranjini R., a very quiet person from Malleshwaram. She used to travel to, you see, those days we used to travel only by bus, BTS bus, the old BTS. So she used to travel to and fro with us. She was related to a famous family physician of Malleshwaram, Dr. T. Parthasarthi. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us now. Then this also very familiar photograph, Ravi Kumar B. And this information given to me by his close friend B. N. Harish, who is in UK now and could not attend. So Ravi Kumar did his BSc and then joined MBBS. Harish says, Ravi Kumar was a wonderful friend and a human being, and his memory gives me joy. The memory of Ravi Kumar gives Harish joy. He was a down-to-earth, humble person, was Ravi Kumar, and his father was a senior IAS officer. In spite of that, he was very humble and used to come by cycle to college. A good cricketer, and we have played cricket with him. The next person on the list is Sasidharan M. A very friendly person, always smiling, from cantonment area. He did his diploma in industrial health and diploma in blood bank techniques and technology. He worked for many years in VISL Bhadravati and then settled down in Bangalore in 2013. He's a good left-hand bowler. He was a left-handed person and used to write also with his left hand. And these finer points were given to me by, again, Praveen Chandra, who knew him and his family very well. Sadly, he suffered an MI and passed away on 26th of August 2018. That is 3 years after formation of our group, and we did not have any contact. That makes us feel extremely bad that we could not reach out to him or the family. The next person is Shailaja H., coming from Nehru Nagar area. She worked for many years in the family planning department of Jalhalli Air Force Station, and her colleague was Dr. Arundhati. So Arundhati gave me this information. So Shailaja and Arundhati worked together in the Air Force Station at Jalhalli in the family planning department. Sadly passed away in 1991, leaving behind her husband and 2 daughters. Next classmate is Shantama KH, sister of Dr. Anasuya R. Jr. She was from Chamrajpete but shifted to the hostel. She did her DVD and joined state government service and worked in Victoria Hospital. Some of you may have interacted with her there. Later transferred to Mysore, sadly passed away in 1986. Next classmate is Sharda Devi, wife of Dr. Chandrapa. You must have heard of the famous Vishwa Bharati nursing home. So Dr. Chandrapa is the owner and Sharda Devi is his wife. Her son is an orthopedic surgeon working in Sri Raja Rajeshwari Medical College. So this information also given to me by Saroja. This familiar face is that of Sirajanisa Ji from cantonment area, very fluent in Kannada, as Saroja says. And if Saroja says she's fluent, that means she's fluent. Married a veterinary surgeon. She joined government service and then did her MD gynecology. Worked in Gosha Hospital. Sadly passed away in 2018 following MI. She has a daughter who is a gynecologist working in a corporation hospital, and she also has a granddaughter. The next student is Somashekar M. Always smiling, and he had very attractive curly hair, if you recollect, from cantonment area. He was the professor and head of the Department of Forensic Medicine in MS Ramaya Medical College and later in MVJ Medical College. And I had the pleasure of associating with him in both these colleges. The next classmate is Srinivas Murthy K. He was the husband of Vimala Rani, our classmate, originally from Mysore, worked as assistant professor in physiology in KIMS. Information from Saroja. Suvarna SM, all of you must recollect Suvarna, originally from Wilson Garden area, got married to Dr. Amarnath, son of Dr. the Padma Bhushan MC Modi. So she is Dr. MC Modi's daughter-in-law. She worked in Dr. Modi's hospital, and after the demise of Dr. Modi, she looked after the administration. She was like the chief administrative officer of Modi Eye Hospital and used to conduct weekly free eye camps. Suffered from multiple medical problems, and Dr. Shalama has said that she used to be in an oxygen tent. Suvarna used to be in an oxygen tent, so possibly she had ILD or something like that. Sadly passed away about 10 years back in 2012. This is Suvarna SM. Next is a person, any amount of words will not enough to describe him. Umashankar KS, or KS Umashankar as Uday told me. Very handsome and friendly person, and always he used to push his hair back, you know. We used to admire his hair. Always smiling. And he was ahead of all of us academically. In those days, he did his senior housemanship and orthopedics in St. Martha's Hospital. Then he moved to the UK to do his FRCS before moving to States. He already was a green card holder or in line for green card. Unfortunately, he became a quadriplegic. He became a quadriplegic following a motor vehicle accident sustained in UK in 1981, 41 years back. He was wheelchair bound from that day after the initial treatment. But he did not lose heart. Always cheerful, cared for others. One incident I remember is when I was speaking to him, he was staying on Banarghata Road, South City Apartments. I told him, "Nan bartinappa nin nodake." He said, "Illa barbeda." I said, "As a friend, he's saying barbeda." Then he said, "Raste chanagilla, bandre ninge disc prolapse baratte, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂತ." So he was concerned about others. And he learned computer programming, and when he returned to India, he was a regular counselor for spinal cord injury patients. He used to counsel them and guide them, and he has come to Ramaya Hospital also and guided and counseled many of the spinal cord injury patients. I used to call him, he used to come in his customized van, Omni van, and he used to come and guide the patients. And the patients used to accept it because it's coming from a similar person who is suffering. Actively associated with Spastic Society of India and the Cheshire Home Organization. He was the director of Mobility India. Sadly left us in 2007. All this information given by his brother-in-law, Dr. Uday. Thank you. The next classmate is M. Vasanta from Rajaji Nagar. Stayed in the BMC Ladies Hostel. She worked as a medical superintendent in Sindhi Hospital, then in Vignan Hospital. Sadly passed away about 6 years back, Vasanta M. The next classmate is H.S. Venkateshamurthy. Always smiling and very soft-spoken person. Was a surgical gastroenterologist and was a perfectionist in his work. He trained in Mysore and then in UK. He did his double FRCS. Then he worked in King Faisal Specialist Hospital in Riyadh for 5 years. Then came back to India and started his practice, settled down in JP Nagar, and he trained DNB students. He also did work for the Alumni Association. He was the treasurer of Bangalore Medical College Alumni Association. He was interested in music, sketching and painting. A very good writer in Kannada. He was. And Uday says, I used to ask him, when do you relax? You work so much. He said, I always get relaxation when I'm performing surgery. So that was his passion. He used to get relaxation when performing surgery. Sadly passed away in 2010. leaves behind his wife, a son and a daughter. Vimala Rani PR, quiet girl with a shy smile, as Ramita has mentioned, married to Dr. Srinivas Murthy. So this is the only instance in our class batch where two classmates married each other. They have a son, and she unfortunately succumbed due to chronic asthma complications. Last but not least, Umesh Himamshu, nephew of Kuvempu. Friendly and always had a mischievous smile. He was the professor and head of the Department of Ophthalmology in KIMS, Bengaluru. Also, he was actively associated with the Shooting Association of Karnataka. Actually, he gave me a visiting card. On that, the emblem of a gun was there, rifle. So he was passionate about shooting also. And Ashok told me that he used to do namaskar to a large picture of a red Ferrari. He had put up a red Ferrari photo in his house, and every day he used to do namaskara to it. He passed away about 7-8 years back, as Raju told me, and we miss Himamshu also. So these are all our classmates. Manjula Muttanna, she came little late. There is a little, we discussed that in the committee. She also completed a little later with us, isn't it? We mourn her death, we miss her. But because of the strict, the guidelines we followed, those who are with us, we have not put her name in this list. But if the committee, definitely this will get updated. And also, if any of you have got any other information, or you want to correct us, you are free to do that. In the next this thing, we'll... okay, Swarna, we'll do that. We'll take it. I know there was some this thing about that. That's the reason. Yes, yes. Jayant Angar was with us, but he was, so we have to exclude so many. So this is it. And now I request you all, our chairman has said that we'll observe a minute of silence and a silent prayer, as Dr. Sharath Kumar himself will say.
I request all of you to please stand up. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I request all of you to say 3 times Om. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Badri.
Thank you. Some memories never fade, and these are some such. I acknowledge the effort put by Sunil Boj in putting up this PPT. I now throw open the stage to all our classmates assembled here. However, I have some requests. We will call out names in an alphabetical order, and I request the spouses present here to kindly accompany your spouse onto the stage. Classmates have 3 minutes to speak, sing, or dance. The chairperson says 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. The Zoomers. The Zoomers will be called at the end. So kindly bear with us till then. So we begin with A, Adishesh. Adishesh worked in the CGHS Bangalore for 30 years and retired voluntarily in 2018 as the Senior Chief Medical Officer. Onto the stage, Adi.
Gayatri has got a suggestion. She's saying, why can't we pass on the mic there so that we save time? Okay. That is a very good idea, Gayatri. Excellent idea.
I will come here, I think.
Yeah, you please, yes.
The mic will
You want
be
this or here?
Okay.
Yeah.
After you. After you.
Yes. You want this? I
We will pass on.
Yeah.
Good evening, friends.
And one second. You announce the next name also so that they will be ready. More weightage here. Okay. Please, let them first announce. So be ready. No, what you do is you call the next name so that they will be ready. Okay. That can save time. So more improvement.
Kishan.
Call 2-3 names. Yeah.
Good evening, friends.
Time person be ready. Yeah.
It gives me great pleasure, and I take it as an honor to be amongst all my classmates. And it's 50 years, and I just can't believe this. I think time has passed so quickly, I just don't know where I'm standing. So, I have nothing much to say except to wish all my classmates and their families the best of everything in life. And I have only this shloka: Sarve sukhinas santu, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, na kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. So I wish all my classmates and their families the best of everything in life, and may God protect everybody. And I am thankful to God that He has brought me till here in my life, and I am ever grateful to Him and to my parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Adi. Next is Ananta Kishan.
Good evening.
Arundhati.
Thank you. Yeah, good evening, friends. It's kind of overwhelming to be here after hearing all the things which Badi has told us and reminded us. So we should be happy that you're here today. And I'm kind of tongue-tied and speechless also sometimes. I think our organizers got it a little mixed up. Probably they started the cocktails before my tongue would have flown a little more freely, I think. Anyhow, I don't have much to say, but I'd only think, I was just thinking, we are about 50 plus over here, and we have 50 years of experience. Just imagine, count. Totally, we got how much? 2,500 years of experience over here. Great thing, I think. Just imagine. All put together collectively, we have that much of, hopefully, wisdom or whatever it is. Each one has achieved so many things, so many great things. Each one has done their bit to society, to the country, to everything, to mankind in general. So we should all be happy. Only one or two suggestions. The theme of this talk is nostalgic memories.
Nostalgia.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
my memories are very poor. I have to admit that. I can't remember too many things. So I'll talk about the present and maybe a few tips for what I feel are tips for the present and the future. This reminds me that even a person like, I think some of the ophthalmologists know that Arvinda Eye Hospital and all that, I believe the Dr. V was the one who started. And I believe he started this Arvinda Eye Hospital after he retired. So we are not too late. Anyway, anybody has got very bright ideas, don't want to do anything, we are not too late. You can still start it now. Never too late to start anything. As Rajan just said, he quoted something saying that we are always young, always go on. That's one thing.
Don't let the old man in.
Exactly, I think. So, clear example that way. That's for the thing. And one more suggestion is, I think all of us have lived for our patients lived for our spouses, lived for our children, done so many things, sacrifices. All I would suggest is we are all there. I give you the positive note. The other thing we should remember, as Bali reminded us, how so many of our classmates have left us already. So I think we should all tick off some boxes. Now is the time for us, friends. Tick what you want to do for yourself. Be a little selfish. You like to do something, do it. Many of our friends, like Muralidhar, he's passionately following his singing of music. Something like that. You may like anything you want. So tick off those boxes in life and future. So I think you should all enjoy that. Good luck to everyone. Thank you. Sorry for overstepping my time.
Arundhati. Ashok Kumar next, and then MS Ashok. Adishesh's picture when he was in college, I missed it. So.
Hi to my classmates. I wish all the best to all our classmates. I don't know what to talk next. Yeah, I worked in Air Force with Shailaja for 5 years. Then afterwards I worked in Sanjay Gandhi Hospital Accident Complex. Then afterwards I started practicing in Basveshwar Nagar. My father was a freedom fighter. It's okay. All the best for my classmates.
Thank you, Arundhati. Ashok Kumar, KL.
I will start my own timer. It's wonderful to see all the smiling young faces here. I remember you as we were, and I'm sure you all remember me as I was. However old we are, I don't think we have grown old in our hearts and in our minds. The thing to do is enjoy life. We have worked very hard, and you all know everything about all of that stuff. And I think I followed Adi's footsteps and retired on the same day that he did, June 30th, 2018. Retirement has been wonderful. I would highly recommend it for those who are interested. One of my favorite memories is, there are many, so we'll be pressed for time. In first MBBS, we were working out in the gym. So ನಾನು ಜಯಕುಮಾರು ಬದ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇಟ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ವೇಟ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವುಡ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಸಿಯಂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಆವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾದೇವ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಕುಡ್ಮಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಜಿಮ್ಗಳು ಬಂದು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು, ಇದು ಹೋಗ್ರೋ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. But we didn't pay attention to him because at that time he was not the general secretary. So we really teased him, and then he stopped coming. And later on, Mahadev became Mahadev. You all know that. But it was so wonderful because we all had like-minded groups of friends with us. And later on, after we graduated, I had so many friends that just because of our alphabetical order, we were in a certain way. People with different names also had wonderful personalities, wonderful memories. So I got to appreciate that so much when I visited India so many times. And this is just a wonderful event, seeing so many of us having similar thoughts, similar ideas, and we are far more closer than we think. It's 1 minute, 55 seconds. I am done. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ashok. MS Ashok. Badrinath Murthy.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. 1971ರಲ್ಲಿ PPCಗೆ ಮಾವಿನಕಾಯಿನ ಎಳೆ ಮಿಡಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ ನಾವು ಆ ಮಾಧುರ್ಯತ್ವ ಮಾವಿನಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಒಳಗಿರುವ ಮಾಧುರ್ಯ ಇನ್ನೂ ಈಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ರಸಪೂರಿತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪುನಃ ಸೇರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ. ನನ್ನ ಉಳಿದ ನಿಮಿಷಗಳನ್ನು ಹರಾಜಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು.
Thank you, Ashok and Gayatri. Badrinath Murthy. Next is PM Beena.
Hello to everybody. Already I have spoken for a long time, so I'm sure you may be fed up of my talking. Anyway, I'm sorry I forgot to mention Sunil's name, because Sunil Bose helped me a lot in that preparation, and I'm very grateful to him and all the other classmates who helped. Now, I just want to narrate one incident. When I went to States in the month of June, Sateshwara, Ashok, Tony, then Anjan and Venkatram, they all hosted me, my wife and my daughter for lunch. And then I told them all, please come for this function. And Sateshwara, he cheekily asked me, Naanantu bartinappa, neen irtiya alli anta, because he knew my track record. So he said, neen idre naan bartinappa anta. So naan helde naan irtini ba, and we are very happy that we are all meeting today, and let us hope we continue our interaction in the future also. Wish you all the very best, all your families, all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Badri. PM Beena. Next is MR Chandrasekhar, followed by VS Chandrasekhar.
Small slip. In our age, we tend to forget what we want to say. So I wrote it down. Good evening, friends. It is indeed a great pleasure. It is indeed a great pleasure to meet you all after a span of 50 years. We have all gone our different ways, and I want to repeat, many of our classmates have brought glory to our batch. The memories of our college life is still fresh in my memory. College and my association with my friends gave me the foundation which enabled me to work in different places successfully. I would like to thank Dr. Sharath and his team for organizing this get-together. Thank you.
It was short and sweet, the ever-beaming Beena. MR Chandrasekhar. Next is VS Chandrasekhar, and then CB Chikana.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬದ್ರಿನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಒಂದು ಅಬಿಚರಿ ಕಾಲಮ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಅವರು ಮೈ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಶಶಿಧರ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಭಟ್ಟಾಚಾರ್ಯ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ ಮೇಟ್. ತುಂಬ ಜನ. Yomkesh, I used to meet him in Bangalore University while he used to come for valuation. ಇವತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ದೇವರು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯುಸ್ಸು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಹೈ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟೀಸ್ immense. I am very happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar. VS Chandrasekhar.
Hello. Good evening to all. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to meet all of you. I worked as a medical officer in NIMANS and retired as an RMO in NIMANS in 2019. And still I'm working as a consultant in the NHS, NIMANS Health Scheme. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar. That was real fast. CB Chikana. After that would be CV Devraj. And then Dilip Kumar.
Thank you. ಹಲೋ. ಮಂಡ್ಯದವನಪ್ಪ, ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಲೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ I did PUC from National College. When we changed PUC to PPC, hardly any difference. Every alternate job was our classmates. And that is the thing. And moved to hostel, grown up there. And Soon after MBBS, I joined service. I was lucky to be selected. Traveled all over India, served in most of the places, including Bangalore. And it was nice. And then I met her and married Mangla in Mandya. It was nice. We got 2 daughters, and they are well settled and nice. Happy to meet you people, and we'll continue to be enjoying. And I should thank Satish. He introduced us to the group. Otherwise, most of the names would have forgotten. Today, we can remember by name and face because of all the thanks to Satish and Ramita. They were active initially. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chikana, the courageous. He was both in the Army and Navy. I now hand over the mic to Saroja, and she will be the compeer, your compeer for the next couple of minutes.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅತಿ ಮಧುರ, ಅದು ಅಮರ. ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ 50 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಳೆ ಕಸುಗಾಯಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿದಂಥ ನಾವು ಈ 51 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹರಡಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ 51 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಈ 50 ವರ್ಷದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರದು ಒಂದು ಕೀರ್ತಿ, ಅವರವರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರವರ ವೈದ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ವೈದ್ಯಕೇತರ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರುತ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಅವನ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಕರೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸರಳ, ಸಭ್ಯ, ಗಲಾಟೆ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಮನುಷ್ಯ. ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಬಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತೂ ಮೊದಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಏನೇ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ಸ್ವಂತ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಸಂತೋಷ ನನಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ನಾನು 44 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣದೊಂದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆನೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ವೃತ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು.
ದೇವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡಲಿ ದೇವರಾಜ್. ಬಾಪ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ನ ನಾವು ಮರ್ತೇ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹುಡುಕಿದಾಗ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ನ ಕಂಡಿಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಒಂಥರ ನಾಚಿಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರು ಈಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ನಾನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ 74 ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಹುಬ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ. ನಾನು ಹುಬ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ person who I met, who became my friend, is Rajendra. And I was taking my exam. I met him. Now I did my orthopedics post-graduation. And I worked in ITI hospital for 11 years. Now I have my own hospital, which is in Guttalli. Okay. My wife is a gynecologist, Dr. Sheila Mane. So she's practicing. I don't know. Yeah, she's quite academically very active. Okay, thank you very much. Nice meeting you all.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ದುಂಡು ಮಾದಯ್ಯನವ್ರು ಬರಬೇಕು. ದುಂಡು ಮಾದಯ್ಯ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅವರೊಂಥರ ಗುಂಗುರು ಕೂದಲು, ಅವ್ರ ಬೈಕು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಟವಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಕಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಆವಾಗ.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿಬಾಡಿ. I will concentrate on what we used to do as backbenchers in the class. So Manju was not a backbencher, he was a mid-bencher. But he used to spoil the backbenchers. So you all remember me. Most of you remember me because of my bike, not because of me anyway. So what we used to do, internals time, exam time, we want to study whole night. What to do? We want to drink tea. 11, 12 o'clock, there is no tea in Majestic area. We used to take our bike, 3-4 people sitting and going to Koshish to drink tea. Chat there, drink tea, come back, many times sleep off. It's all we used to do. So many backbenchers like me succeeded in life. I also, thank God, succeeded in life reasonably. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Tondu. ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ನ ಟೋನಿ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಮಹಾ ತರಲೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಅಥ್ಲೆಟ್ಟು, ಬಹಳ ಆಟ ಪಾಠಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಗಳಿಸಿದವನು. ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮೇಷ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಮೇಷ್ಟ್ರುಗಳು ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಇವನು ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಅಂತ ಓಡೋಗವರು. Over to Tony.
There were a lot of people giving trouble. My name came forward. Anyhow, I appreciate that. Thank you. Right. I'm very happy to be here, especially in this August audience, which I miss a lot. Even though I have gone from here since 1980, I worked in Jamaica, Barbados, Anguilla, the Bahamas, and now in the US. I made my ways, but we missed our colleagues. But with a WhatsApp group, which was started in 2015, Dundu called me and told, they made a group, and I joined. I thank you all, because that's become a part of my life. My wife used to argue with me. Yenodu, pat pat every night, right? Now she has become an addict. And I have to tell her to put the volume down. So I must thank everybody for being here. And I have the pleasure of meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. ಗಂಗಾಧರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಗಂಗಣ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ವಹಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಸರಳ ಸಜ್ಜನ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂಗಣ್ಣ.
ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಗತಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಒಂದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಯಶಃ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಯಶಃ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬಾರಿ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಂಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಕಾರಣ ಬೇರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗದಿದ್ದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಚೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ, ನಿಮ್ತೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೊರಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬರೆದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. 2 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು: ಪಥಾಲಜಿ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಕಾಲಜಿ. ಪಾಸಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೇ ಇತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು. ದೇವರಾಜ ಬಂದ. ಅವನು ಓಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಪ್ರಾಯಶಃ 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, 10:30 ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಹಿ ಲಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೀ. ಗಂಗಿ ಪಾಸಾಗಿದೆ ಕಣೋ ನಿಂದು ಅಂತಂದ. ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಐ ಕುಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನೆವರ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಟ್ ಟು ಮೀ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಗಂಗಣ್ಣ. ಗಂಗಣ್ಣನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ದಿನವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ. ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಕಿದ್ವಾಯ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟು. ಬಹಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು. ಓವರ್ ಟು ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ.
Hello friends, so happy to be here amidst all of you and seeing all young minds and beautiful hearts. So I think I'm having a happy retired life, so wish you the same. I welcome you to the retired group and a very happy time ahead for all of you. Thank you.
ಗುರುದತ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯವರು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಗುರುದತ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯವರಿಗೆ, ನನಗೂ ಗುರುದತ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಗುರುದತ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಾನು ಹೃದಯ ದೇಗುಲ ಡ್ರಾಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಡ್ರಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ. ಹೀಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಗುರುದತ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ತಗೊಳಪ್ಪ.
Good evening to everybody. It is really happy and memorable moment to be here with all our CMs, classmates. I never knew that, I never expected that this type of function would happen. I really thank those who initiated and those who propagated and the present team arranged this one. I am not prepared because there was an allegation that there won't be any time for to speak. So one nostalgic thing is already told. Is that we did ಒಂದು ಹೃದಯ ದೇಗುಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಕಲಾಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವರು ಗೈಯಾಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟು, ನಾನು ಅಂಜುಬುರಕ ಗಂಡನ ಪಾರ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಇವರು ವಿಲನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಮೂರ್ತಿ, ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ರೋಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಹಂಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. Thank you very much. I wish all of you longevity, happiness, everything. For also those who have passed away, Sadgati Siglidevariಗೆ. Thank you.
ಮುಂದಿನ ಮಾತು ಜಯಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಆಳ್ವ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಇವರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾರು ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜವರು ಅಂತಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟು ಅಂತಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಕಡೆ ಕಣ್ಣೆತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗಲೂ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅವರು ಫಾದರ್ ಮುಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಬ್ಯಾಚಿಂದ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಾರಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಜಯಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಆಳ್ವ ಫಾದರ್ ಮುಲ್ಲರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ.
Good evening. Firstly, let me express my gratitude particularly to the organizing committee for this wonderful program. I also never thought that I will be amidst all of you. In fact, every time there is an activity, Rajendra keeps telling, why don't you join? And I always found a reason not to join. But this time I said I must, and I have come here. It's been wonderful, the journey in BMC as well as in the hostel. I think you keep telling stories about this, there's no end. Nostalgia is what they said. And I distinctly remember that during my ENT posting, Professor Gurumurthy once asked all the students, how many of you have the textbook of ENT? And I unfortunately didn't have a book on that day. And for reasons not known to me, because now I am a teacher, that I was a teacher, I have retired now. He sent me out from the clinics. That really surprised me. And then onwards, when I took up teaching, I made it a point that I should never send a student out of the class. And in fact, I did follow this, and I have been extremely, though it was a bad experience, but left a real imprint on my mind. And I have enjoyed with my students' company, and I always said, do everything that's possible for the students, and I have continued to do that. But at the same time, I kept the motto, don't allow the student to keep his hand on your shoulder. So that's been a wonderful journey, and I really enjoyed it. I conclude by saying the good words, now that we have all grown, I don't say grown old, I always enjoy, I don't talk about my age also. But what they said is eat less, run more, have many friends, and keep in touch with the friends. I hope to do that, and I wish each one of you the very best.
ನಾವು ಈ ಕಲ್ಪನಾ ರಾಜಮೋಹನ್ ಕಲ್ಪನಾ ಇನಾಮ್ದಾರಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿದರು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ. ಕಲ್ಪನಾ ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದವರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನಾಮ್ದಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಓದೋರು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರೆ ಇನಾಮ್ದಾರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆದಿರೋಂಥ ಶಾಪ ಇಂಥ ಬಹಳ ಬಹಳ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾದ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಬರೆದಿರೋವಂಥವ್ರು ಇವರು ದೊಡ್ಡಪ್ಪ, VM ಇನಾಮ್ದಾರ್. ಸೊ ಇವ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡಪ್ಪ. ಈಗ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಈಗ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. Jubilee.
On this college day, we are very pleasant and memorable. In the college days, we are very pleasant and memorable. Now, today's golden jubilee is perhaps because of the pleasant and memorable which we have today. Celebrations from today.
Thank you. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಕಲ್ಪನಾ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಮಾತು ಕಮಲಪ್ರಭಾ. ಕಮಲಾ, ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇವರು 3 ಜನನೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋರು, ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೋರು. ಇವರು ನಮಗಿಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ರೀಚ್ಗೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋರು. ಇವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೈಯರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅವರು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಳು ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಹಾಕೋಳು. ಅದು ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಆಡುವಾಗ ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಒಂಥರ ಕಾಲು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಕೋಳು. ಅದು ನಾವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಓಟು ಕಲ್ಪನಾ. ಕಮಲಾ.
Good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure indeed to be present here on this occasion to meet and greet all my dear BMC classmates. College life was a very big transition for me from school life. School life was a very protected life for me. I completed my PUC in RTC Girls High School in Cantonment, Fraser Town. My school was very close to my house, so I used to walk to school every day. When I joined BMC, I had to come by bus from Shivaji Nagar to City Market. I had not traveled by a public transport alone till then. So the first day, I asked my mother to accompany me to college. She came along with me. The second day, same thing happened. This went on for 1 week, and later I met Mary in the bus, who was also traveling the same route. So I became friends with her. Then I started traveling with her every day, along with another classmate, Leelavati. So after this, wherever I went in college, people used to call me Mummy, Mummy, Modern Bread, because that was the advertisement slogan for modern bread in radio those days. After that, of course, I met my other friends, Mohini, Lakshmi, Molly, and Mala, of course. And then no turning back from me. I became very confident and independent, and every day was a new experience in college for me, which I cherish even now. I'm very thankful to all my friends, my batchmates, Jay Prakash Bhattacharya and Jay Kumar, who are my batchmates, and also my other classmates for all the sweet memories I have. Thank you.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಕಮಲಾ. ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೇಷ್ಟ್ರು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡೋರು, ಹುಡುಗಿರೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡೋರು. ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಶ್ರೀಶೈಲಪ್ಪ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಅಂತ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ. ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ಅಂತ. MBBS ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅನಸ್ತೇಷಿಯಾ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಷ ಅಲುಮಿನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ESI ಒಂದು 15 ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿ VRS ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೀಲ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸರೋಜ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕರೆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನೇ ನೋಡೋದು, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡಲ್ಲ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ. ಈಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರೆಡ್ಡಿಯವರು ನಮ್ಮಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅವರು ಈಗಲೇ ಬಾಯಿನ ಬೆಟ್ಟಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ. ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹುಡುಗ, ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾಲ್ತಿ. ಇದು ಸೊ ಅದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
It gives me really great pleasure to see all of you after so many years, you know. So that we can communicate. I see so many messages every day in WhatsApp. I don't know which one to read, which one not to read. But it's a great pleasure to be here. and seeing all of you. I'm still working, and this is my wife. Actually, I was the first one to get married when I was in the medical school. ಫಸ್ಟು ಅರ್ಧ ವರ್ಷ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ 1 week after my internship and went to Jamaica for 2 years, and then went to USA, and I'm still working as anesthesiologist. And this place is very close to my village. I'm only 4 miles from here, where I was born. It gives me great pleasure to see all of you, and wish you all the best.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರೇ. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅರಿವಳಿಕೆ ತಜ್ಞ, ಅರಿವಳಿಸಿ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡುವಂಥವ್ರು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ನಾವು ಅಪೋಲೋ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ವಿ. ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ನಾನು, ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೆನಪು ಇರೋ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ನನಗೆ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳು ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. ಅದು ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಫೊರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್. ಫೊರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರೋದೇ ಯಾರು? ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರು. ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬರೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಚಕ್ಕರ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚಕ್ಕರ್ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಡ. ಮಹಾ ಕ್ರೂರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯವನು. ಅವನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಷ್ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕದೆ ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಾರಣನೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಕಾರಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಹಬ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರು ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಮಾರ್ಚುರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಅಟಾಪ್ಸಿ ಇದು. ಅವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 8 ಗಂಟೆ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೂ ತಿಂಡಿನೂ ತಿಂದೋಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ ಮಾರ್ಚುರಿ ವಾತಾವರಣ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಲು, ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಇದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಅವು ಬಂದರು, ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರು ಬಂದರು. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ. ಅದೊಂದು ಡ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ, 3 ದಿವಸ 4 ದಿವಸ ಆಯಿತು, ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಅವನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ರು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ದ, ಬಸ್ ಅಂತ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಂತು, ವಾಸನೆ. ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ದಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬಿದ್ದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಬಿದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಚ್ಚರ ತಬ್ಬಿದ್ದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಯಾರೋ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಏನೋ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿಂದಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತಂದರು. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಏನೋ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಫಿ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕಾಫಿ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದಾಯಿತು. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವರೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನರು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಆಯಿತು ಇಷ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಕತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವರು ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ನೀನೇ ಅಲ್ವೇನಾ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಅಟಾಪ್ಸಿ ಕಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದರು. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಕತೆ ಮುಗೀತು ಅಂತಂದೆ. ಏನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಏನೋ ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು, ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಡ, ನೀನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಹೋಗು ಅಂತಂದರು. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾನು MBBS ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಷ್ಟು ನಂಗೆ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 24/7 × 365 ಡೇಸ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, PG ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿತ್ತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸೀಟು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನನಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ರುದ್ರಪ್ಪನವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಅವರೊಂದು ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ತಂದಿದ್ರು, 1 ಪರ್ಸನ್ನು 1 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ 2ಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, 2 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಆವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಟ್ಟಾಚಾರ್ಜಿ ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಿವಿಯಸ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ PGನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವನು ENT ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಫೈನಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಆವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೀಟು ಪಾಟು ಏನಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಫೈನಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ PG ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದ, ನೋಡೋ ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ತಗೋ. ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ, ನನಗೂ ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನೋ, ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಅವ್ನು ದೈವ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ದ, ನೋಡೋ ನೀನು ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ತಗೋ, ನಾನಿವಾಗ OTಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ OTನೆಲ್ಲ ಅನಸ್ತಿಸ್ಟೇ ರಾಜರು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಿನ್ನ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅನಸ್ತೀಸಿಯಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ತಗೋ ಅಂದ. ಆವಾಗ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, MD ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳೇ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹುಡುಗಿ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಈಗಲೂ ಸುಂದರತೆಗೇನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಾಂಬೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪೇನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಅವರ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋಣ.
ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಬಾಂಬೆ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮದು, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ 6 girls. ವಿ ವರ್ ಸೋ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ಆಸ್ ಎ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ Mala was a person who kept us laughing all the time. And one day she said, you know, we'll all have a meeting. Just imagine, 25 years later, we'll have a meeting where all the classmates will come. And she assigned herself the role of femme fatale. And she was saying, and so today I am really missing her, because we would have had such a laugh at the real thing, what is happening today. She's not there with us. So anyway, ಚಂದ್ರೇಗೌಡರದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ. he was responsible. we were very scared of him because ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಲಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಸಲ್ವಾರ್ ಕಮೀಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಏನಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ? ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ he said, see, all these people who come here in these wards are from village. They will never give you a history unless they think that you are old enough. ನೀವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಈ ಥರ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಬಂದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪಡ್ಡೆ ಹುಡುಗರ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. I realized that it was true. And I must thank him for the ease with which I can wear sari and do anything today, probably even run a race. So, are you ringing the bell? No, not yet. Okay, in that case, I'll say, I'm very happy about how all of us have turned out, because, you know, this is a group to be proud of. Each one there are so many people who have done so many wonderful things in our batch, but one great thing is, everybody is content and happy with what they are. And that, I believe, is a greater success than anything else that we may achieve.
Thank you, Lakshmi. ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಬಹಳ ಫೇಮಸ್ಸು ಫಸ್ಟ್ BBS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ BMC ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನೇನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಪ. ಮಂಜು ಮಗನು ನನ್ನ ಮಗನು ಒಂದೇ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು, ಶ್ರೀಮಠಂತಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಠ.
ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಫು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ CS ಅಂತ. ಸೊ MSc ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮೆಮರೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನು MBBS ಆದಮೇಲೆ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ₹2, ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ₹4. 5 ವರ್ಷ ಸತತವಾಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಪೇಷೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ನೋ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್, ಒನ್ ಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 5 years ಐ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ MSc ENT ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ MD ಜನರಲ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಸೀಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ 10 marks ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರು. ಸಮ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು MSc ENT ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎ ENT ಸರ್ಜನ್. ಸೊ 3 ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಒಂದು JP ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂತ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಪೆನೇಶ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಟಿನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್. 3 ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಐ ಪ್ರಮೋಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಓನ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಳೇ ಮೆಮರೀಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ಮೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ದುನ್ಮಾದ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚರು, ಮಿಡ್ ಬೆಂಚರ್ಸು, ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರುಗಳು ನಾವು ಮಧ್ಯ ದುನ್ಮಾದ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಕೋಶಿಸ್ ಹೋಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಟೀ ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ಓದಿದ್ವಿ. ಹೆಂಗೋ ಫಸ್ಟ್ MBBSನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೆಂಚರ್. ಎರಡನೇದು ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ರಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್, ವಿ ಸಾ ದಿ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್. ಒಂದು 2-3 ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಊಟಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಪಿಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಥ್ರಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೇಡಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸೊ ಹೋಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಇರಂದ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ ಪಿಕ್ನಿಕ್ಕು 11 ಗಂಟೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ 20 people ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾ 40 people ವಿ ವೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ somehow we could manage and come back. It was a great event. It was quite exciting. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್, ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಯಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ವಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಊಟಿ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಒಂದು 18 ಜನ. ಸೊ ಇವನ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ 18 years we went around Ooty and then we visited so many places and all. It was a successful event and it was exciting also. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಮೋಹಿನಿ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ. ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಸರು ಆ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ, ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಈ ಮೋಹಿನಿ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರ ಮಗಳಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಒಂಥರ ಈರ್ಷೆಯಿಂದ ಅವಳ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಇರೋ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರು ಮಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಎನಿವೆ ಭಾಳ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಿ. ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರೋಜಾ. ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. But what I would like to share is that I think Krishna Reddy said that he got married the earliest. No, I think it was me, because because all of you will know Prasad from student years. See, they all used to make fun of him because he used to take us anesthesia classes, and we wanted to keep it a secret, but madam yaru class tagolta idru, you sir ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೆಸರೇ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮೀ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಅನೆಸಿಸಿಯ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಂದ ಓಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ their professor had to come and sit at the back of the class to allow him to take class for us. But then he took his revenge on Mala and all of us and ragged us equally. But anyway, they're all very fond memories, and I remember nearly 47 years ago we got married, and all of you, 198 of you, had come for my wedding, and that I will always remember and cherish. We had such a lovely time, and I'm very grateful to my gang, I can say, Kamala, Lakshmi, Mary, Molly, Mala. We all had a lovely time. We were, of course, a very secluded group. You want to say something, because you were part of...
Dr. Sharath, thanks. If you can permit me, just 1 minute I want to take, Okay, thank you, We have
always shared 47 years.
I thank Dr. Sharath and all of you for having allowed us, all the spouses, to come and partake. I just want to say that just 2 months back in August, on the same dates, we celebrated 50th year of our passing out from JJ Medical College, Davangere. So it was a great occasion. About 60 of us had gathered, and that was one incident which I got. And so I congratulate you and hope you know that very soon you'll be on to 75 and maybe a century also. Just one incident she said about the classes I took. 2 classes I took. First time I was booed out by all of you. The second time I asked my assistant professor and professor to make sure that they are sitting in the last bench, to make sure that I can finish my class. So they came, and probably I could talk for about half an hour. So it was great. And I must also say, just before I leave, that I've worked with quite a few of your batchmates, and also I've consulted whenever I had a health problem, quite a few of you. So it was a great pleasure, and that we all could be there for one another. God bless you all, and take care.
So anyway, these are the fond memories that we both have from our college, and because we got married so early and still going on despite all the fights or whatever.
all of us have at home. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much, Saroja.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೋಹಿನಿ. ಮುರಳಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ನೇತ್ರತಜ್ಞ ಆಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನಿ ಸಂಗೀತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಸಂಗೀತಗಾರ. ಮುರಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. 50 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು MBBS ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿಯಾದ ವಿಷಯ, ಬಹಳ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ವಿಷಯ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ಸು ಅವರವ್ರು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ನಿಂಗ್, ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯ ತುಂಬಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಹಾಡು ಹಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ಆದರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇನ್ಯಾವತ್ತಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡಿನ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮೇ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಈ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ಸರೋಜಾ ಮತ್ತು ಶರತ್, ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್, ರಮಿತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ನೆನಪುಗಳು ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ನಾವೊಂದು 5-6 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳೆದಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಉಳಿದಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅನಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪು, ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ರ ನನ್ನ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮೆದುಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಪಿಕ್ಚರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಲುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ನನಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೇನೋ PUC ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್. ವಿಶ್ವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಹಾಕು ಅಂತಂದ. ನಾವು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ BMCಗೆ ಬಂದವರು. ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ವಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ಬಂದವರು. ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮೆಮೊರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೂ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದೇ ಥರ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರತಿ 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಆಸೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರೋದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರೋಜಾ ಅವರೇ.
ನನ್ನ ಟರ್ನ್ ಮುಗೀತು. ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಕೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇತ್ತು. ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಮತ್ತು ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಅವರ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀಲಕಂಠ ನಿಮ್ದಿನ್ನೂ ಬಂದಿರೋ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾವೊಂದು ಆರ್ಕೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡು ಒಂದು ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. 50 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಾಗಬೇಕು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿಹೆವು ಸೇರಿಹೆವೆಂದು, ಸಾಗುವೆವು ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಗುರಿಯೊಂದು. ಜಳ ಜಳದೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿಹ ಅಲೆಗಳ ನಡುವೆ, ಜಳ ಜಳದೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿಹ ಅಲೆಗಳ ನಡುವೆ. ಏರುತ್ತಾ ಇಳಿಯುತ್ತಾ ಏರುತ್ತಾ ಇಳಿಯುತ್ತಾ ಸಾಗುವ, ದೂರ ತೀರ ಸೇರುವ, ದೂರ ತೀರ ಸೇರುವ, ಸಾಗುವ. ಸಾಗೋಣ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಸಾಗೋಣ.
Thank you, Saroja. That is very nicely, her talk culminated in a beautiful song for all of us. Next, ಕರಿತಿರೋದು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಅವರು ಬನ್ನಿ. Clinical Professor Anesthesiology, University of California.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳಾದಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೆ. I was actually going to say that, college andre usually, these days everybody thinks about fun and having fun and romance, right? And I think that was all being done in the PG hostel and regular hostel in nam time alli, and I was pretty much not part of that. I mean, I was probably a little socially inept somewhat, but anyway, we had our own circles. And my goal was basically to be like, the doctor ಆಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಅಮೇರಿಕಾಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ. But I think I did 2 of 3 things, which I think is a passing grade, I think, right? So Anyway, I think you probably remember me from my college days. Is that one of my anxious moments was basically roll call bandaga. And so 61, 62, because everybody has to stand up and say their own numbers. 62, 64, 65 bandaga, now 66 anta idre, everybody used to say 66 anta. They wouldn't give me a chance because I guess I was saying 66, I guess, but they didn't know that I already had a New York accent, but that regardless of that. But anyways, so I'm actually in Los Angeles ever since, and my other passion is these days hiking, and I've been able to hike Mount Kilimanjaro, and this next week I'm going to go to Everest Base Camp, and I have 2 beautiful daughters and then my beautiful wife Mamta, and actually, it's amazing to see how much all of our classmates have achieved. It's incredible. So I'm happy to call myself one of you guys. Thank you.
Hello, namaskara. I want to say something. Nೂರು ವರ್ಷ ಬಾಳಿರಿ, 100 ದೀಪ ಬೆಳಗಿರಿ, ಸೇವೆಗಾಗಿಯೇ ಬಾಳಿದಿರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜೀವನ ಸುಖಕರವಾಗಿರಲೆಂದು ಆಶಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilkanta. I call upon Praveen Chandra. Small, diminutive guy, but full of dynamite. Very talkative. Nobody would imagine that little fellow at Bangalore Medical College has risen to such heights. Professor in Community Medicine at SSPA Medical College, Sindhudurga. Bani Praveen.
Only gratitude fills me when I see every one of my classmates. Each one has achieved so much. Rajendra, I saw you only now. I don't want to give a speech. You made it a nostalgia. Let me share 2-3 points. After first MBBS passing, myself, G.V. Ramesh and Muralidhar had a party in Majestic. It was a party of so many new things, where I was supposed to introduce them to so many foods, but they didn't take it. But yet it was a party. Rajendra was all the time like my benefactor. During my house urgency, Dr. Gangadhar always used to ask me to hand over my night duty to him. Like a fool, I used to hand over my night duties to him. Later, only retrospectively, I realized that made Gangadhar a great man. He was taking my night duty, saving his day, going to Vivekananda Kendra and serving the poor. As a fool, I never understood the game. But much later in life, when I came to know what personality Gangadhar has been in his life, I went back to him after 35 years to prostrate to him in his house. When I came to know what a human being he is, I don't want to give the details to you. You know him. He may be a very big person now, but as a human being, he is the greatest saint I have seen. I am not exaggerating. Excuse me if I am wrong. As a student, when Dr. Dhruva Narayan was there, remember Dr. Dhruva Narayan, physiology professor, he suddenly became so fond of my song. Deenana bandiruve, bagilali nindiruve, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಿಕ್ಷೆಯ ನೀಡಿ ದಯೆ ತೋರಿ ಗುರುವೇ. For generations, for so many classmates, they always, I was P.B. Srinivas for them. But Dhruva Narayan wept when he heard this song as a teacher. Later, Ananda Krishna, I want to give a tribute to him. The song itself is a tribute to him. He was my neighbor. He was a great singer. But the way he made me love music, it was his capacity. Everyone doesn't have that capacity. कसमें हम अपने जान की खाए चले गए. My voice is failing. फिर भी हुए एतबार न लाए चले गए. कसमें हम अपने जान की कह कर गए थे ओ के ना आएंगे अब कभी. लेकिन ख्याल बन के वो आए चले गए. कसमें हम अपने जान की रुसवाइयों के दर से ना दामन भिगो सके. पलकों में आंसुओं को लाए चले गए. His memory makes all of us till today. पलकों में आंसुओं को लाए चले गए. This is my counterpart, Kalpana. I am very fortunate to have married her. She is the most tolerant person who has tolerated me throughout life for all my idiosyncrasies, which you all know. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen. Only today I realized that you're a great singer too. Next, call upon Prema Yogi. Prema Yogi is a family physician, sonologist, Lakshmi Narayan Hospital, Hoskote.
I'm happy to be here to spend this night with you. So many of friends which I have not seen for so many years. Courtesy, Saroja, I was joined to a WhatsApp group. I think I'm audible. But you have to give me that extra time. So, and courtesy, Ashok, RP, and Francis, I'm here today. Otherwise, I would have missed this glorious evening. They have come from so many thousands of miles away and I have to travel just 200 kilometers. I was just 14 years when I joined pre-university at National College. From that college, so many of our classmates moved into BMC. I was just 15 when I joined PPC. At PPC, the first day, I was welcomed by a group of seniors. They made me to introduce. They took me to the canteen. They offered a cup of coffee to me. Look at the way they were writing. They had put salt instead of sugar into the coffee. I was to drink that, but those seniors later became very good friends of me. You know all them, Ramchandrappa and Govindrajalu, who are past IMA presidents. Now, I remember the smiling face of Francis, RP, Ashok, and so many other friends. Praveen was my, I was residing in Vivekananda Hostel, and he was in the opposite hostel, Ramakrishna Hostel. And the pungent smell of formalin in the anatomy theater, which I cannot forget, but somehow completed the dissection. Then in the middle years, we were very afraid of forensic medicine as teachers, but somehow we got through all that. And so many have taken less time, so give me that grace. More number of people have spoken less. So I feel, not only me, most of us feel we were very lucky to do MBBS in those years. In those years, we had a star-studded, very best brains in the medical field as our teachers, Chennappa, Dr. Maya, Das, R.S.K. Murthy, Maya, and in surgery, Mariappa, and so many others, and Dr. Yavagal in the cardiology. So we are very fortunate. Now we have a solid clinical base, whichever specialty we continued. And that helped me in my family practice of 44 years, where I had to face many challenges. I was just a brash MBBS student, so I had to face
Rajana, I'll have to-
obstetric emergencies,
Sorry, Rajana, I
then
think
poisonings, snake bites, then fractures, whatnot.
Rajana, sorry,
All kinds of
Rajana.
emergencies,
Rajana,
MIs.
excuse me.
Even today I see 50 MIs every year in a rural setup. So all that was because we had a solid clinical base. And because of that, I got... Was that you were listening? Okay, anyway, so I have happy memories. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajana. I call upon Rajendra KV. Yes. Please stick to time. I request all of you to please stick to time.
Friends, kindly stick on to time. Otherwise, dinner gets late and fellowship gets late. At 10:30 sharp, fellowship will be closed, and we may not be able to enjoy the fellowship and the food later on. So kindly restrict the time. Once the bell rings, kindly stop. Otherwise, it will go on and it will be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, kindly heed Sharat's words. Rajendra, dynamic orthopedic surgeon, mother, father to his children, brought them up the way a real father and mother would do.
Thank you, Moini. Sharat, I asked him, ಏನಪ್ಪ 3 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸಾಕಾ? 3 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು, ನೀನು ಏನು 3 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸಾಕಾಗಲ್ವ ಅಂದ. I said, okay, I just say, I was addressing a Rotary conference like this, and there was only one person listening to me. I said, thank you, you are sitting there to listen to me. I said, what made you to sit here? He said, you please finish fast, I'm the next speaker. So, I have only one, we are all aging and reaching 70. As Badri and me are very fond, as of orthopedics. I'll just conclude with a small joke. One old couple, always the wife will be nagging, ನನಗೇನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೇನು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. Husband used to say, ನಾನು ಸತ್ರು ನೀನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. It so happened this old man, once they were going out, he met with an accident, a polytrauma. Meant to a person like Badri. Badri called up Lakshmi to give anesthesia. Fracture. He fixed up every bone there. When the patient got up from the OT, he was 5 kgs more. Then Badri convinced him, don't worry, you're a steel man now. You walk boldly. Poor fellow, convinced with the fact that he's a steel man, he came out. It was raining. He died with a lightning stroke. Satoda, Papa. She went and gave all the funeral. Instead of a bag of bones, she got a hard metal, the ivory, all the steel metals there. Then the one blacksmith came, Mama, ನೀನು ಕೊಡಿ ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಜಮಾನ್ರು ಇದೇನು ಅಂತ. After 10 days, he made a beautiful walking stick for her and said, hold on to this. So husband said, I still stand by you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajendra. That is very humorous. I call upon Ramchandra Prasad, Ram as we fondly call him, general practitioner, family physician in Australia.
Good evening, friends. I'm so happy and lucky to be here this evening, sharing this momentous time in our life. Well, I must thank my mother, the gods, to have made me present today to share this moment with you. I still remember the first day in our anatomy class when we were all huddled around Professor Dayakar, and he asked, define a doctor. So, well, nobody had an answer. Probably they must be thinking that doctor is the one who wears a stet around his neck and then walks around in a coat and, has an air about him or whatever. But we were too innocent and we were too frightened because that was our first day in a dissection theater. And he said, a doctor is one who knows everything about everything. So to this day, it still rings in my ear as to what a doctor is. And believe me, each day I'm taught this lesson by my patients. Every patient that I see teaches me something. And I'm so grateful and thankful to them to have coped with me all this time. When I told the patients are very free, a general practitioner being a family doctor, they take you as their family member, their friend. And in Australia, it's not a culture to greet you as a doctor. They'll treat you by your first name. Hi Ram, how are you? And I had to tell them that I was coming here because I had to make arrangements for them to be seen by somebody else or arrange their medications and make sure that they're safe when I'm away. When I told them that I'm going to be away from this date and I'll be returning, he said, why? Why are you going? You just went. I had been here in April. And I said, no, look, I'm going to attend my class reunion. Then they said, oh, okay. Then just two things, doc. Don't drink too much and don't mess with your girlfriends. So I'm so happy to be here again and seeing all your lovely faces, and I take happy memories, and this WhatsApp group is amazing, and I get to know a lot of you whom I didn't know so well during student days, but I hope to be in touch, and we'll continue the same throughout our lifetime. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Ram. I call upon Rajana. Sorry, I missed your name. Rajana, please come. So, Rajana, orthopedic surgeon, retired RMO Bowring Hospital, currently medical director, Endpoint Medical College Hospital.
Good evening. Today when I came for the function, Satish and so many were telling me that hey, when Rajana was moving, it's always girls who used to be with him. No other girls other than my batchmates, Ratna, Rama, and our friends, Gayatri, Sumati, and others. Okay. See, it is so, the Nashra, see, if you, Murli, Kannira Denike, where is Murli? Kannira Noda Tane. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಬಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಿತ್ತು, ಓ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಸೊ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾಗದೆ ವಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಔಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಹೋದೆ. ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಂದರು, ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ನಿನ್ನ ಮುಖ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರು. ಹೌದು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದೆ. ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ, ಬಿಸಿ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಸಿ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ತಿಳಿ ಸಾರು ಮಾಡಿ, ತುಪ್ಪ ಹಾಕಿ, ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆರಡು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಸರೋಜ ಇದಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಟ್ ಅನಾಟಮಿಲಿ ಬೋರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಲೇಡಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬಂದರು. ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಗುರ್ಸಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಯ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ನಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದರು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಲರ್ ಶಿಫಾನ್ ಸೀರೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಬರಳು, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಜುಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗೆಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Still guessing. Thank you. Call upon Ramesh Raheja, please. Ramesh, please come along with your beautiful wife, the general practitioner at Vayali Kaval.
Good evening, friends. It is all because of you all I'm here today. Otherwise, I would have been somewhere else. And I thank each one and every one of you because of the prayers and help which you all have offered to me. And the blessings of God. I'm very proud to have friends like this, because I don't think in a lifetime anybody would get friends of this sort. You may have thousands and millions of friends, but not like this. It's a very fascinating opportunity to have this thing. And I feel I'm getting younger and younger. I don't feel it at all. Somebody tells me my age, I get angry. You relax, yaar. It's none of your business. My friends are there who keep me energetic and young every day. They make me more easy and more. So there's a small song I'll just tell you for my friends again. ओ दिल बर जानिए तेरे हैं हम तेरे, छुपा लेंगे इन आँखों में सनम हम गम तेरे। ओ दिल बर जानिए यूं बात पे तुम रूठा न करो, दिल तोड़ मजा लूटा न करो। इन बातों से बढ़ जाएगी महंगाई प्यार की, इन बातों से बढ़ जाएगी महंगाई प्यार की। वो हुस्न भी क्या हुस्न है जो इश्क न जाने, दिलदार को और यार को बिल्कुल न पहचाने। मेरी वफा एक दिन कुछ ऐसा रंग लाएगी कि नाज़नी जालिम हसीना मान जाएगी, हसीना मान जाएगी, हसीना मान जाएगी। ओ दिल बर सोनिए तेरे हैं हम तेरे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Ramesh. I next call upon the most beautiful Ramita Pai and the equally handsome Mr. Anil Pai.
Thank you, Mohini. I joined you all in the year 1972 as a first-year MBBS student, a transfer batch. And I was a hostelite. And invariably with Sophia Lazarus, though the BMC ladies hostel was close by, we would reach the class just in time before the doors closed. So it was always a backdoor entry for me. Of course, as a backbencher, perhaps I was in a vantage point to watch all of you, what you were up to without being watched, and give a lot of proxies too. Finally, in third year, I became a day scholar since my parents moved to Bangalore. And then it was such fun sharing lunch with Jayashri and Veena with a lot of chatter and exchange of banter. Of course, we bunked plenty of classes to go for old Hindi movies, thanks to Jayashri. And of course, celebration time was SKC, not much money in the pocket, you see. So, of course, I do remember, enjoying samosas with all its fillings, but now have to look at samosas with a lot of feelings. Of course, we were all teenagers then, teenagers now, and of course, fabulous then, flabulous now. Anyway, age is mind over matter. If you don't mind, it does not matter. This is Anil Pai, and I'm now Ramita Pai. I was Ramita Manjunath earlier.
Thank you all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. While your association with BMC started in 71, mine started in 75. Though I did not pursue medical studies, I did pursue Ramita. It has been such a wonderful, no, I hardly got a chance. It's been such a wonderful 47 years now, and in the winter of my life, I'm so happy that thanks to her, I have earned so many beautiful friends and relationships. I would only like to wish that not only you celebrate your Golden Jubilee as you've done today, let it be a Diamond Jubilee followed by a Platinum Jubilee. May God bless you all and your families with everything good in life. Thank you.
Thank you. Anil, you all will continue to be the most evergreen couple. 47 is a very small number. I call upon my very good friend Ratna, pediatrician. We worked together at Malya Hospital for many years. She's now, is still working, Ratna, I think you're very good friends. They're very, very good friends. No, I know Ratna for a long time, very personally, and since we have worked together, she was my pediatrician at Malya Hospital for many years, 18 years.
Hi friends, so nice to be here, seeing some of you after, I don't know, my maths is bad, so 77 onwards. Oh, okay. Actually, I feel we have all grown up because I remember how callow and young we all were when we joined, not even 16. And I'm glad today's kids are 18 when they join. And one of the things I remember from my PPC days is in our botany class, our teacher had asked us to gather some flowers for, I think, identifying the genus and whatever else we used to do. So where do you think we all headed? 6 or 7 of us, including Chitra. I'm very surprised Chitra was with us. And we headed to Lal Bagh. And we happily plucked all the flowers inside. And the last place we went to was near their office. And we saw one beautiful purple flower, and we were all screaming, hey, Solanesi, and we were running there. And the watchman came and caught us. He said what we were up to. He was very mad at us. So he took us to the office, made us sit there and said, now you have to call your parents, you have to pay fine, and then only we let you go. We had no phone, they had no phone at home. So I think we cried and did all kinds of things girls only can do. Finally, about 6:30, he let us go. So now I have learned not to steal lessons. And anyway, it's been wonderful being part of this group. I have lifelong, very cherished friends. I can't imagine my life without them, and that's all thanks to Medical College. And Rajana was our bodyguard. Poor fellow, he got teased. He would take us to Gausia Cafe at 3 a.m., ask him how many times we have gone to Gausia Cafe. All the women will be delivering in Vani Villas. We'll be sipping tea in green lights in Gausia Cafe. So we had loads and loads of fun. I am very, very grateful to that. I don't know how much medicine I learned. I learned it later, I think. But nice to see all of you. Hope we get to do this more often, and wish you all the best. Bye. And my claim to fame is I'm Srikanta's classmate. If anybody asks me which year I passed, I just say Srikanta's name and they know it all. Bye.
Thank you, Ratna. Call upon Rekha. Rekha, can you please come? Pathologist, retired state government employee, working in a blood bank part-time. Quiet lady, but full of enthusiasm even now.
Yeah, I joined BMC from Vijay College as a graduate. A group of 12, I think, graduates we joined in the first year. And the memories I have with this one college days is myself, Shaila and Varalakshmi used to go to morning shows very often. Bunking all classes we used to go. Apsara, Sanjaya and whatnot. Even we used to search for theatres and go and see Amitabh Bachchan movies and other movies. So that's the, this one I have got memory. And I finished the service successfully, state government service, and retired. And afterwards also I worked as a pathologist in SHRUTHI Medical College. Now I am working as a part-time blood bank officer.
Thank you, thank you.
Wish you all a happy and healthy life. Thanks for the WhatsApp group from which I was introduced by Sharath Kumar one day, and I'm very happy seeing the messages every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rekha. Sanjay Deshpande, but the best consultant urologist at Solapur.
Good evening, everybody. I am overwhelmed and speechless to meet all of you. And when you meet your friends, you feel the life is worth living. So that is what the WhatsApp group made. I remember Mohini in front in the PPC doing biochemistry, Satish and many friends, Lakshmi on our dissection bench, and many fond memories. And Rajendra, Neelkanta, Ashok, Shrikanta, who is watching. So we always used to aim to achieve something in life, and we used to look up to them. So I don't know what else to say. My only request is to do such meetings more often, once a year if possible, so that we all come together, share our fond memories. And I will take a couple more minutes. A lot of them have become, all of you have become so famous, so successful, that people keep ringing me, asking me, no sir, I want to show to Dr. Rajendra Kokle. They ring me from Bangalore. Satish ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮೂರು ತಿಂಗಳು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಡಿ ಎ ಸತೀಶು. And Lakshmi, as people in Sholapur, they know Lakshmi, pain specialist, is she your classmate? They ask me. Shrikanta, Gangadhar, Niman's director, is he your classmate? This is how our batch success has gone, not only in Karnataka, it is all over India and all over the world. So it is a proud moment for all of us to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjay. Now for the big one. Saroja is going to come on the stage. Saroja, the great Saroja, the magnanimous Saroja with a large heart, and Saroja, the most charitable. BG. No, Arkes. Saroja, it's you I'm calling. I'm calling Saroja next. It just changed. Banni neevu, because both Sarojas here. So Saroja RK for you.
ರಾಜ್ ಕಪೂರ್ ಅಂತ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮೋದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೂರಿಗೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನೋ ರಾಜ್ ಕಪೂರ ಅನ್ನೋರು ನನಗೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸುವರ್ಣಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನೋಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾವ ನಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋರು ಮೋದಿಯವರು. ಹಾಗೆ ನೀನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನು ಹೊಸದೇನಲ್ಲ. BMC 1971 ನನ್ನ ಮಾನಸ ಶಿಶು, ನನಗೆ ಹೃದಯಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಹತ್ತಿರವಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸ್ನೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬ, ಗೆಳೆತನಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಅವರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿರಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರದ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಥರ ಇರೋದೇ ನನಗಿಷ್ಟ. ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದರೂ, ಅವ್ರ ಪರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ, ಸರೋಜಾ ಈ ಥರ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಂದರೆ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸೇರೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾವು ಹೀಗೆ ಇರೋಣ. ಆಗಲೇ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೇರೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಆವಾಗವಾಗ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಾರಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟೂ ಜನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರೋವಂಥವ್ರು ಒಂದು 15 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ 15ಗಿಂತ 18 ಜನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮದು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಪಿಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋದಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೋದಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬದ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಫ್ಯೂನರಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಂಥದ್ದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಮೇಕರಿಗೆ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಆದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದ್ರಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದರು. ಹೀಗೆ ಯಾರೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರೋಣ, ನಾವು ಹೀಗೆ ಇರೋಣ, ಹೀಗೆ ಸಾಗೋಣ ಮುಂದೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರೋಜಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಸರೋಜಾ ಬಿಜಿ, ಸರೋಜಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. Pulmonologist, retired medical superintendent, General Hospital, Jayanagar. Quiet lady.
Good evening, everyone. Today, actually, I did not expected that this, not today. From so many years, I never expected that such situation will arise. And I'm really happy to see all of you together here and meeting you all. Actually, after, if I think that regarding the memories, you people have put it in the WhatsApp group that if you have any nostalgic memories, you have to share. I don't think I have any such memories, because myself and Dr. Saraswati and Dr. Sushilama and even Dr. Sirajunisa and some other friends were also there. But we were very quiet. Never used to go anywhere outside. We knew only coming from the home, attending classes, in lunch hour, sit in the ladies' lounge, have food, sharing food among ourselves. But some of our friends who used to sit there, they used to cut some jokes and chit-chat, and especially I just used to listen to them and enjoy that. That's all. We never, if at all, if we want to go out means, we used to go to the temple opposite. Yeah, that's all. We never went outside even to eat the food or to see any movies, nothing. You just come to the college, have food, listen to the teachers, go home, that's all. After listening to all this, when they were sharing their memories, I really, both of us were talking. We never went outside the college only. But, okay, thank you very much for having given me the opportunity. Thank you all. Our organizers have taken so much of pain to arrange this. I know it's very difficult. However, I thank everybody. Thank you all.
Satyavati, Dr. Satyavati, retired gastroenterologist in the USA. She and her husband, Mr. Reddy.
I'm really humbled to be amidst all of you, such accomplished classmates. When you were all sharing the memories, I thought, just like Saroja, my whole goal was to get through medical school without failing. And somehow it happened by God's grace. I say God's grace because Shrikanta, Sanjay Deshpande was my anatomy class batchmate. And then Srivatsava, who was excellent dissectionist, was my batchmate. If you cut a nerve, he would be so upset. So as it is, I was not very confident. That made me less confident. And then when I came to clinicals, always in Viva, Shrikanta was ahead of me. So I got through medical school in total panic. Somehow I passed. I say God's grace because in OBG exams, they have asked abruptio placenta, and I wrote placenta previa, the whole, and it is a surprise that I passed OB exam without flunking. So, but the highlight was we were not very Mohinis, like Mohinis or Gayatri, Rama, Ratna. We always used to look up and But Swarna, me, Sheila, and Shen Bugavali were quiet, but we had our own high moments. We used to cut classes and see morning shows, and whoever has money would go in, take an auto, buy tickets, and we used to take a bus and go after the show starts, step on people's feet, get cursed. So we had some fun memories like that. But what we share as classmates is unique. It does not matter where we are, but when we call upon 71 batch, they respond. And that was exemplified my recent visit. Thank you, Badri. Thank you, Rajanna. Thank you, Anand Kishan, for taking my call and helping my husband out. Thank you.
Thank you, Satyavati, for sharing such wonderful, humorous memories. Call upon Dr. Satish. No need to introduce him. I think all of us have called him up one time or the other and asked for an appointment.
Thanks, Mohini, and ellarigu namaskara. I'll just share two fond memories from our college days. One, the way we were cycling from LAC Colony, Jayanagar to college with Sanjay, Gangadhar, and our gang in LAC Colony, which included Pranesh too. And then we used to do combined study in Sanjay's house. And his mother used to serve me fantastic bakris, very hot, straight from the tawa, and it was fantastic it was. And then the second memory was when the PPC exam results were announced, 4 names were missing. Myself, Shrikanta, Srivatsa, and Chitra Chaudhary. So everyone has passed, and we thought, okay, 4 of us have failed. Then we rushed to the college and then saw in the notice board, and then someone informed us that these 4 names are rank holders, so they're not in the list. So we were not in the list, and we were really utterly shocked. But later on, we came to know that the rank holders were eliminated from the list. So that's all. I don't want to take much time, and I wish you, each one of you, the best in life, and take care, and let's meet again like this often. Bye.
Thank you, Satish. Call upon Sateshwara. He's also in New Jersey, USA. Sateshwara has done his internal medicine.
Good evening, all my classmates. I'm glad to be here today, and thank for all the administration people who made me to take back to BMC 71. We were the seeds of the class which has grown into a humongous tree like a giant sequoia. And from vantage point of BMC 71, we are looking at the giant sequoia with all its fruits and branches. Though some of the branches have fallen, I'm thankful to Badri, who reminded us of their achievements, without which we wouldn't have known about this today. And I'm also thankful to Shrikanta, like a spiritual stalwart and a duty-bound person. Though being in Sringeri, he has arranged this Zoom meeting and the technical support, without which rest of them could not have seen, those who have not attended. And I would like to see this giant sequoia giving fruits like Kalparuksha, so that the future generation can serve the humanity. And I will give rest of my time for other people to contribute to the Kalparuksha. Thanks.
Thank you, Sateshwara. I call upon Dr. Shalama. She just made it in time for the function. Came very royally in her car with all of us in attendance, watching her get down from the car. Dr. Shalama here? Oh, that's a pity. Dr. Shalama came all the way and she had to leave. Now, I think the earth is shaking. There's an earthquake going on, there's rumbling. Don't worry, it's only Sharath Kumar coming up to talk. You can see even every step he takes, there's a rumble.
Thank you. Friends, I have one very good memory which I can never forget in my life in the college days. Nanu, Venkatesha, Saroja, and then Shallamma, and of course Vishwa. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ನನಗೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ MBBSವರೆಗೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವಿಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸರೋಜ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನೋಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂದು. ಸರಿ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಇದು ಯಾಕೋ ಇದು ಸರಿಯಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೀದಾ ಮಿಂಟು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವೆಂಕಟರಾಮನ್ ಇದ್ದರು. ಬರೋ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರು. ಮನೆಗೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಓಟಿಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು, ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು. ವೆಂಕಟೇಶನನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಬಾಡ್ಗಾಕ್ತ. ಎಸ್, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಸರೋಜಾ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ವಿಶ್ವ. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಲ್ಲಮ್ಮನೂ ಇದ್ದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈವನ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಇವರು ಸುವರ್ಣನೂ ಬರೋರು. ಸೊ ಇವರು 4-5 ಜನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ 2-3 ಡೇಸು ನನಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆಗಿಯೋಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ರಿಯಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು, ಈವನ್ ಮನೆಯವ್ರು ಯಾರೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ memory which it's really heart this one. Thank you all the friends. Thank you so much that all of you have come here. Please enjoy the night. Thank you.
Sharath is keeping to his promise within 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Sheila, can you come? Very cute and diminutive Sheila, very quiet. She's a family physician, just retired, ran a nursing home for 15 years in Melbourne. You are enjoying retirement, Antakoti.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, everybody. I'm very, very happy to see all my classmates after so many years. It was really nice. Thank you for Sharath Kumar and team for arranging all this. Let us keep on meeting frequently. That's what. Myself, Satya and Swarna, we all three used to be together. And like what B.G. Saroja said, no? We used to attend the classes and run into the ladies' room. That's what. It was nice. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Sheila. You're very right, because half our class used to be in Apsara Theatre, all the morning shows. Shailaja, can we have you on the stage? She's working as primary care provider for military veterans in Atlanta, and she has gracefully come all the way for this reunion.
Good evening, my dear friends. BMC 71, it's a great pleasure to be included in this group. And I really feel it was worth making this trip despite missing my flight and having some unfortunate things during the trip. It has been really worth the trip. I know just a few memories about the college days. There was a group which transferred from Mysore to Bangalore Medical College, I think sometime during the first year. So I was one of those. And that's why we were named as Mysore batch, and then there was Davangere batch, Bellary batch. So all these transferred people belonged to one transferred group, and it kind of felt secluded for a while, but then we all got together. The other thing is, yes, the missing chakkar hodiodu class ge, especially anatomy, osteology, embryology, sudagadu, whatever it is and all that. Adella hogodu. Went to 1 rupee morning shows in Apsara and Sanjaya. Somebody paid the auto, somebody bought the tickets. So somehow it went on, and I made a list of that. When I passed 100, I stopped the list. So it was not worth it. So, but that was really fun. That was really fun. And the other funny thing was going to Kamat. 1/2 coffee, 1/2 tea, and all that, all these 1/2 things. It was a really enjoyable experience. Even, I think I forgot to tell you, soon after residency or something like that, I was interviewed for senior housemanship in anesthesia, but given surgery. And I didn't even bother to go and ask why, because I just wanted to get into something, and I did my senior, I think it's called something like that, senior housemanship under Dr. Shrikanta. Those are some of the good memories. The bad memory is, I think Dr. Lakshmi failed me in OBGYN because I did not identify ruptured tubal pregnancy, specimen of a ruptured tubal pregnancy. That was a negative part of it. That's all about it, and it's nice to see all of you after nearly 50 years. We never thought this day would happen, but it has happened. I'm so very glad that I've been able to attend it. You all take care. Best of luck.
Thank you, Shailaja. V.S. Lakshmi was a terror. I fully agree with you. I call upon Siddhartha Datta Gupta and his beautiful wife. She's looking really, really beautiful. Siddhartha, what do I introduce you as?
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a real privilege to be here with all of you. I have had several memories of BMC, but I would just like to tell you one thing. Although I've been a teacher for so many years, one thing is definite. I have seen several generations of students. I think our class was, we had some of the best people, all of you. Many of you say your backbenchers have not attended. I wonder if you have attended all of them, what would have happened? You know? So it's really wonderful. Wherever I can tell you with authority. And we had such good teachers. You know, some years back, they wanted to change the curriculum in our country, and they wanted to introduce ethics. I said that we also had ethics. This is what nonsense. I said 40 years back we had. And in fact, I'll tell you the first day of surgery postings, we walked up the main Victoria Hospital. First floor was the female surgical ward. And as soon as you enter, on the left side, the first patient was a lady. Dr. Desikachar took the class, how to examine the patient. He told, call a lady and so on and so forth. In the end, he pointed to the head of the bed. There was a photo of Lord Shiva. He said that you must tell at the end that whenever there's a photograph like that, you must tell Lord Shiva will also help you tide over all your illness. So today you'll find this photo, tomorrow another patient, maybe Rama's photo, Ganesha's photo. You may have a patient with a cross there or an inscription in Urdu. You must tell the Lord will help you, Allah will help you. In those 5 minutes, he said the doctor doesn't have any religion in front of his patient. Patient has the religion. Whatever the patient's religion, you have to talk in that term. The second thing he said was learn all languages. That time he said there may be a Tamilian patient, there may be this and that. So therefore, I must tell you, we had the best of the teachers. There may not be big names or something, and we are all fortunate to be there. And if anybody asks me what my wish is, I sometimes wonder, can we do our MBBS again? With all of you as classmates now. Because at that time I hardly knew many of us. Now that we know, let us repeat it once more for 5 years. Thank you so much. God bless you. This is Anuradha, my wife. And it was nice meeting you all. And by the way, we don't see much movies. The first movie we saw together without our children was Lion King. 24 years after our marriage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sid. I call upon Srinivas Murthy, Dr. Srinivas Murthy K. He's practicing as a family physician in JP Nagar.
Namaskara. I'm very happy to be, very proud also to be part and parcel of this BMC 71 batch. Probably this must be the most unique batch. We had the last PPC, We are the last PUC. And when I joined it, I was about 40 kgs. And when left, I was about 42 kgs. Nobody believed me. If I say I am a doctor, I was like an high school boy. We connected, we bridged the Mahatma Gandhi era and Indira Gandhi era, and we passed over also. So this is what it is. Our batch is the most mischievous, most unique. It is worldly, not to just state. People have achieved everything. We had rishis like Srikanta in PUC batch, and I had a senior, most mischievous Rajendra in PUC. And we had that is the last dental and medical college students joined together. We stayed together. We had such a fun. Most Ramans, Venkat Raman and Shankar Raman batch. Oh, you can't imagine. We had all the fun in PPC, and when we started the MBBS, we became so nervous because we had such a wonderful teachers, Even if it takes little time, I want to talk to one incident. In our surgery, we had Srikanta. We had a very bad, myself and Satyakumar was there in casualty. Vilas was our lecturer. And we got a boy, multiple cuts from Magdi Road. Probably we have taken about 5 to 6 hours to suture him. Then in the morning, Srikanta came, he told, how did you stitch it? And then both myself and Satya Kumar did it. Finding some fault, maybe we went back. We lost pull, these are the people who were there in the night. Then he called us, how did you stitch it? Then we were not able to know, we explained all the surgical knots and all those things. No. Did you give anesthesia or not? Then we told, I laughed. How? Because there is no local anesthesia in BM's casualty. So we used to tell people, ward boys used to hold, and he was already a little unconscious, semi-conscious because of the bleeding. And we said, we don't want. Suppose if you were to be the patient, what you would have done? Very childishly I told, I would not have come to Victoria Hospital. He sarcastically banged me, because that's a big circle, no, rounds. Then I was not able to, we were exhausted in the casualty. Morning, I was not able to go to, I was really almost like feeling committing suicide. Then I went to dental college canteen, we had coffee. Then I went back to Srikanta's chamber, asking, I want to, sir, apology. Oh, Adina, woga, don't worry. He gave me 100 rupees note. Get Mysore Pak from Anand Bhavan. I went and brought the Anand Bhavan Mysore Pak. Then he told me to lock the thing, and he walked. I went behind him. He took me to Vani Vilas. He was a coffee planter. Vani Vilas, everybody was standing. His last daughter was delivered in Vani Vilas, general ward, labor ward. He made me to distribute all the sweets to everybody. That made me a doctor to give up my radiology, go for general surgery. I am in Tilak Nagar, started with Gangadhar and all those things as a RSS boy. Now I remained there only. I got a 50-bedded multi-specialty hospital. I'm continued as a physician. And morning I used to leave house by 7 o'clock, reach house in the night by 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. My wife, she took care of my children, and she's also an entrepreneur. She runs a HP petrol bunk. She took care of my daughters, which I had not seen at all. Everything, all my services, I'm grateful to her. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I call upon Sunil, Dr. Sunil. You sure? Okay, Sushilama, can you say a word? Because we are really running out of time. Sushilama Banni, my fellow colleague, I've always appreciated her. Next to Zoomers.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರೋಜಾ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ನಾವು 4-5 ಜನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಲಾಂಜಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸಣ್ಣ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಲಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವಾಯಿತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪಾಠ ಆಯಿತು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಹಾಗೂ ನಾವು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ BMCನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಅವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೇಟ್ಸ್. I can remember our physiology and anatomy batchmates, Dr. Satish, Srivatsa, and then Sanjay Deshpande. In physiology, what happened, we used to pick that frag, we used to get that myograph. That time, I never used to get it. Satish and Srivatsa, they used to get it nicely. So they used to help me in getting that graph. So that I can remember, that's all. And in this occasion, I remember our friend Dr. Bharathamma and also Lalita. So these are my friends. Actually, I called Lalita because of her personal problem. She is unable to attend. Even I called Dr. Saraswati and Uttara, who is our classmate, batchmates. So they are also unable to attend this program because of this personal problem. Thank you one and all. All the best.
Thank you, Sushilama. Call upon Swarna Lata. Swarna, please come. Psychiatrist in the USA. And very graciously, can you talk down?
Just wanted to say hi to everybody. And I know when we were in med school, we were like girls separate and boys separate, and I hardly spoke to many of you, and now we are all free. I'm so happy that we have made such lifelong friends. And as Satya said, we were just a couple of us, and we would be very quiet and stick to our this thing, and more so, we had to run and catch our bus on time because we have to go home on time. So I'm so thankful. And also I just wanted to tell you the BMC batch has made such a wonderful change, and each and every one of you have helped me in one way or other. And when there is a need, everybody steps up to the plate to help. I thank each and every one of you for that. Thank you. I think Uday, right?
Thank you, Swarna. Next to Uday.
Friends, I'm so happy to be with you today. I've always felt I have learned a lot from each one of you. If a lifeless body on anatomy table can teach me so much, I can imagine how much 200 brilliant minds could have taught me. And you're all responsible for what I am today, professionally and personally. Thank you very much. And to all the spouses who are here, I want to tell, if you do not know, your spouses were wonderful. And let's go today with a determination to meet in 2031 for our Diamond Jubilee. Thank you.
That was a wonderful statement you made about the spouse anyway. Call upon Umesh Babu. Umesh Babu, he is left. Sure. Right, Varalakshmi. She has also left, I think. Vishwanath. Varalakshmi, come. Okay, Vishwanath BS, please be ready. So in the meanwhile, I think dinner is awaiting us. We'll finish with the Zoom registrants next. We have quite a few of them. They're all waiting very patiently and listening to the whole. Yes, I think all of you should give a wave now and then, because they're all watching us. And they don't look bored at all. They're looking so interested. Oh.
ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇಂದು ಶುಭ ದಿನ, ಶುಭವಾರ, ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ ಮಾಸ. ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ ಮಾಸದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಎಂದರೆ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ಬೆಳಗಿಸುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ದೀಪ ದಾನ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ನನ್ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂತೋಷ, ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ, ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ಬೆಳಗಿಸಿದ ದೇವರಿಗೆ, ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತೃಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಭಾರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲವಾದಾಗ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ತಿದ್ದಿ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ರಮಣಿ, ಸದಾ ನಗುವಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಳುಗಿದ ಶೈಲಜಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸದಾ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ರೇಖಾಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಆ ನಗು, ಸಂತೋಷ ಅಂದಿನಿಂದ ಇಂದಿನವರೆಗೂ ಅಲೆ ಅಲೆಯಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಭಾರತ್, ಜೈ 71 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, thank you. Vishwanath, give him a round of applause. He's worked so hard for this reunion.
Good evening, friends. So, after my MBBS, I was working in ICMR as I took a project, teenage pregnancy PET cases. During that period, I started my practice. So I worked for 1.5 years. Then I started my practice kicked, and since 44 years, I'm just practicing. So we used to gather, myself, Sharath and Shalama, Saroja, we used to gather for lunch in that volleyball court. So we used to cut jokes and all. We used to share the food. So there's a memory. And we used to do night duties in Vanulas. I think weekly twice we used to do night duties in Vanulas Hospital. We are 4 of us. So thank you, all the best. This is my wife, Rajeshwari. We have 3 daughters, all married. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vishwanath. I hope we haven't missed anyone out over here. If anyone has been missed out, please raise their hand. Sunil is not here. Okay, yes, Sunil, I said, you want to say a word, Sunil? Okay, what shall I say for you? Oh my God, no, he's fantastic. He's great, and he's helped us a lot. One round of applause for Sunil. So now we finished with our local doctors here, and we go far away, all the way for the Zoomers. So welcome, Zoomers, all of you. Hearty welcome. And first of all, we're so fortunate to have you all here from so far, and yet you're so close to us right here, right in front of us. So thank you all for joining us. So we want you all to say a few words in a couple of minutes only, as we are running.
Hello.
Okay, I think we'll just wait. What happened actually? The Zoom time was up or something? Oh, we're back. Hi, Amrita. Your smile says everything, Amrita. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು 8:30 ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. It tells you how much I really wanted to see all of you, and I'm just so happy. Nostalgia andre couple of things I wanted to show. I always want to remember my college, Bangalore Medical College. I have made a mug for myself with
wonderful.
So I get to drink out of this cup frequently. Couple of things I just wanted to say. It was such a great time. Now to look back, I think that was the best time of our lives. But that is the time I realized actually I had to study to get through. Until then, I don't think I really studied at all. High school ಆಗೋವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫಿಶ್ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾರ್ಕ್ಸು, ಇವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. My mom used to be surprised I was studying till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. The 2-3 things I remember is the anatomy dissection. ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲಂಚ್ ಇರೋದು, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ನು ತಂದಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ನಂಗೆ ಅನಾಟಮಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಕ ಇದೆ, ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪ್ಕ ಇದೆ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈ ತೊಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ. I don't know.
Oh God. Even formally tasted good, I think.
Then one Nelamangala, I think posting was the best. I always was very jealous of hostel people. I always stayed at home. I wanted to stay in the hostel, but my mom was there. There was no need to go stay anywhere. So Nelamangala was my experience, and that is the first time I learned how to make uppit. And so
thank you,
that is a
thank you. Thank you so much.
And other things is, I don't know how we did all those things we did in college came through without getting any of the diseases. Now you think, oh my God, I follow all this, but we did, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಸೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ they'll think we're barbaric or whatever, so I stopped.
Thank you, Amrita. You're running a little short of time.
But we had fun. We really had fun. I didn't go to many movies. The one time I went, my mom ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಖ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾಕತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಮೂವಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ.
Thank you so much, Amrita. Give her a round of applause, please. Thank you. Is Devaki there? Devaki, is she online? Hi, Devaki. Yeah, your time starts now. Hello to all of us. We're all grateful for having you here. Just unmute, please. Devaki, unmute ಮಾಡಿ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. You have only 2 minutes. Just unmute. Devaki, unmute ಮಾಡಿ.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ.
ಸರಿ, ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೇಳಿ.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರುಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ನನಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ, ಅದೇ ಮುಖ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಅಮೃತ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ 6 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನೋ, ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, MBBS ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾಟಮಿ ಡಿಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸ I had entered the hall and I fainted. And then I came back and I told my father that I will not continue my MBBS. My father told, no, you have to do it. And next 1 week, my father came and he was waiting for me near pharmacy college, and he used to see that I would go to the anatomy dissection hall and come back. And then he told me, as a piece of advice, he told me, ನೋಡಮ್ಮ, ನೀನು ಇವಾಗ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಜೀವನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ದೇನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕ ತಂಗಿಯಂದ್ರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಬ್ಳು ಹಿಂದೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂತೀಯ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ಡಿಡ್? every day he used to sit with me in the night till I would finish my studies. And he used to ask me, ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ? If I would say, ಹೌದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ he would say, ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ಬೇಕು?
Thank you so much, Devaki.
And he used to sit.
Thank you, Devaki.
Anyway, I finished my MBBS and immediately I joined my senior housemanship. And as I was doing my senior housemanship, I got into
ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಟಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ದೇವಕಿ. ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಟಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ದೇವಕಿ. So we used to call you earthworm.
Earthworm, how sad.
Anyway, thank you Devaki.
Okay.
Now we have Ramamani with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye. Ramamani, is she there? Ramamani has not logged in. Okay, we'll go to Sheena. Sheena is there. Hi,
Hello,
Sheena.
am I heard?
Yes, we can hear you, Sheena. Tell me.
Hi, dear classmates. All you wonderful people out there must be having a blast, and I'm so jealous of all of you.
You need to be. Yes.
And right now, I heard Amrita and Devaki speak about the dissection room anatomy, and I remembered that while we used to do the dissection, some boys in the class would always eat up my tiffin box, and by the time the lunch break came, it would be empty. So I decided one day I made sandwiches out of strips of sartorius mussel and toes, and kept it back in my lunch box. So these guys came, they tried to eat it, they all shrieked, and they never touched my lunch box again.
That's wonderful.
So that's
Sheena.
one memory
Thank
I
you.
have of the anatomy dissection hall. The other memory I have is, I think Hoover, I don't know whether he remembers, we used to have special classes in the summer holidays in pharmacology by that Amanutullah Khan or somebody. And he used to teach so badly that all of us would make a real ruckus in the classroom. So Hoover and I decided that we would thump on those wooden benches, and make noise during the class. So Hoover gave me one shoe of his, he kept the other shoe, and we were synchronously banging on the platform. So the lecturer caught hold of Hoover and said, "Stand up. Get out of the class. I know you're making the noise." So he said, "Sir, I have to talk to Sheena." He said, "Why do you have to talk to Sheena to get out of the class?" So he says, "No, she has the other shoe." So he kicked me also
Tony,
out.
naughty Tony.
So we were
Yes,
marched to Nanjapa's office. And Nanjapa, we told him, "Sir, he cannot hold the attention of the class, and that's why we are doing this." So he told Inayatullah, "This is an intelligent class. If you cannot hold their attention, you will receive this."
Thank you,
these
Sheena.
are the two memories I have.
Thank you so much,
Really
Sheena.
sorry to have missed this meet, and I hope you all can
we
meet
missed
some
you
other
too.
time.
We missed you too.
Hello, can I start now?
Ramamani has come online. Hi, Ramamani.
Hi,
Yes,
everybody.
hi,
I'm
Ramamani.
really all my friends over there. It was nice listening to all of you with all the nice memories. A couple of memories I have is me and Gayatri entered the college to get admission on the first day, and we were shooed out by our senior saying that Fort High School is just opposite to you. Opposite to the college. We were looking so young. And the other memories in physiology is, I think Shrikanta used to every practical scare me. Ramamani, ninga pitting bardira fail agogbidtiya anta. But thanks to him, lot of revisions he used to do forcibly in anatomy and physiology. Though I studied very little towards the exam, I could pass. And me, Ratna, Gayatri, and Sumati, we used to be a gang. And of course, sometimes Rajana during the clinicals and other things. I remember half the time I think we spent visiting Kamath, Anand Bihar, Madhuvan, and sometimes 4th Block Jainagar and Vishweshpuram Circle on duty days. I don't know how I really passed, and now and then Jayashree being little more serious used to pinch our ears and tell me study, to the extent one day she made me in the study in the hostel and my final year, standing near a table, and I closed off.
Thank you so much,
Jayashree
Ramamani. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My very good memories.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramamani. Thank you so much. Now, next we have Shrikanta. I think Shrikanta, a big round of applause for Shrikanta.
Namaste to all of you from Sringeri. It was a wonderful time. First, thank you all for making one of the best days of our life and making us 50 years younger.
Yes.
So deduct minus 50 from all your ages.
Yes.
That's number one. Special thanks to Siddhartha Dattagupta, the most disciplined professor I've ever seen.
Siddharth, better stand up and give a wave.
Bangalore Medical College, the corner one has two gates. One from the Venkateshwara temple side and another from the Kalaspalyam side. Siddharth always entered from the Kalaspalyam side. You take a challenge, If one day I wanted to tease him, he refused. He obsessive compulsive personality, which has given him not a disorder, personality. Now, a special thanks to Siddharth. We should all do MBBS 5 years once again. Whenever we came back, all of us. But I make a promise, honorable promise. This 5 years, I will bunk classes and I will come to movies with you, which I never did.
Shrikanta, we will not believe you. I'm sorry. We will not believe all this.
I spent most of my life, one of the areas is taking care of children with diabetes. When all of you were young, we were taught a famous adage. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, everything is lost. That's all we were told. In the year 1987, when I came back from US, we set up the India's first camp, Manmohan, for children with diabetes. This was in Simla. All of you know their age. A young boy by name Sandeep with type 1 during the morning group discussion told, "You all doctors are wrong." He changed the sequence of the thing. The young 14-year-old type 1, who is now 50 plus, he told us, "Docs, listen to us, the children. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When character is lost, something is lost. When health is lost, everything is lost." He changed the order. So please remember, now the focus of you and your family is health. And take care. We'll be all together for the Diamond Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, everything. And one commitment. The audio visual will be my and my team's responsibility.
Thank you. Thank you. Shrikanta, tumba thanks. Thank you, Shrikanta. Next we have Srinivas. He's also waiting patiently. Srinivas, he has left. I think he's on. Okay, Venkatesh. Venkatesh, yes, there you are. Thank you for joining us, Venkatesh. Thank you.
This is Srinivasa.
Srinivasa is back. Right. Srinivasa is back. Yes, Srinivasa. Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste to all the
Namaskara.
classmates. It's such a joyous occasion and so loving to see you all. It's really an humbling experience too. And I have so many fond memories from medical school. But every time, I'm a kidney specialist. When I see a patient with a kidney damage, no matter what led the patient to develop kidney damage, I'm always reminded by C.S. Narayan Shetty, the lower motor neuron is the final common pathway. And many patients of mine develop kidney failure, whether they have any other disease, and they pass away. And it always reminds me of Narayan Shetty's teaching. Dr. Deshkachar, surgeon, used to say, the stomach is at rest when it is 2/3 full. When you are hungry, when it is too full, the acid secretion is very high. When I get a heartburn, I always remember, Deshkachar. There are so many memories, from seeing Shrikanta, always 100% attendance, first bench, taking clear notes, from Venkatraman giving so many proxies. One day I counted, he gave 21 proxies. I used to call Kali dosa, masala dosa, and then Shardama, the PPC chemistry teacher, had such a hard time to find him. Dr. Jadhav used to say, man from womb to tomb is exposed to shock. So I see a patient in the ICU, septic shock or cardiogenic shock, I'm always reminded of Jadhav. And I tell you, so many of you are so many illuminaries, and more than that, you all seem to be living a contented life with your families. It's so great to see you all. I'm sorry I'm not there physically to enjoy your presence. And we extend a warm welcome to Pittsburgh. Venkatesh is also here. And anybody who comes to United States, please visit us. And so long. Thanks very much for all the organizing committee.
Thank you. Thank you, Srini. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. Venkatesh, there you are. Chief of Ophthalmology. Unmute, Venkatesh. You have muted your... Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Venkatesh here.
Hi.
Nikhil, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ? ನಿಖಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ? ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಮ್ಮನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿಪ್ಪ. ಈ ಶರತ್ ಬೇರೆ ಎದುರಿಸಿ ಎತ್ನಿಕ್ ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿ ಮೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ಚುಚ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So I apologize if I have offended anybody in my WhatsApp messages. My aim is to, when somebody reads the message, they should have a laugh or a smile. That's the intent, not to hurt anybody's feelings. ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ 3 ಹೊತ್ತು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಬೈಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ದಿನ ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆ ಗಿರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಗ್ನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. My memories about medical school is bunking the classes, sitting all the time in front of PPC block. ನಾನು ಮುಕುಂದ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಹುಡುಗಿರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಲೈಬ್ರರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಇನ್ನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು, ಅದ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಒಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಾರ್ಗವ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡನೇದು ಶ್ರೀಕಂಠ. ಅವ್ರಿಬ್ರು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಓಡು, ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಡಕ್ ಓಡ್ಬೇಕು. And Shrikanta has always been my academic inspiration. Once he told me plan ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಿಡುವ, ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೆದರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, he sent me a message. Venk, remember, failure in the attempt is possible, but there should not be any failure of attempts.
Correct.
So I have remembered this quote and I have re-quoted many times. Again, I repeat, failure in the attempt is okay, but there should not be any failure in the attempts.
Thank you.
So, nice talking to all of you. It's getting late. Thank you for organizers.
Thank you so much. Balasanga Maheshwara is there?
Jayashree is
no,
waiting.
Jayashree, I know, but that long. Hi Jayashree, looking so
Hi,
gorgeous,
everybody. I
looking
hope you all can hear
absolutely
me.
gorgeous, Jayashree. Yeah, nice to see you there.
It gives me an immense pleasure to be here, and I wish I was there in person. But for the fact that my youngest got married in the fall, so I had to be in India in June. Otherwise, I would have been definitely there. But thanks for whoever arranged this, and I know Shrikanta was a big part of this, for letting us join on Zoom, and thank you so much. And I have the timer on here, so I'm not going to take a long time. So as we sort of, we all joined at the age of 15, 16, which is unheard of. And we have made our own life, and this is 50 years later, and I cannot believe that. And I think life is nothing but making unbelievable memories that you can cherish as you grow old. And I think we all have done that. And I knew that a batch of 71 was exceptional. And I think that all of you have done so well, and my hats off to everyone. And I'm very proud to have been a part of this batch, which was exceptional, and everybody has tapped their potential. And to that, I think I congratulate everyone and all of us as a class.
Thank you.
I have to say one thing that really struck me so much. I do not know if everybody heard Shrikanta's speech in a graduation ceremony. I've never ever heard a talk like that. That was unbelievable, and my hats off to him, and congratulations. And I'm ever grateful to Bangalore Medical College. So proud to be part of that. That has given me education to where I am and who I am today. And all our classmates, I think we learned more from our classmates than our professors, to be honest. And although we had, amazing professors like Dr. Das and Dr. Maya and all the surgeons, unbelievable preclinical professors, I'm ever grateful to, all of them for what we are today. And I'm not going to tell you all the fun things we had as bunking classes. People probably did not realize that I was part of that initiation, and giving proxies to people and doing all the music extracurricular activities. Those are my fond memories. SHRUTHI used to be our orchestra director, and we really enjoyed that. But thank you all, and
thank you
I wish
so
you all
much.
best of
Thank
happiness.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you all you Zoomers for taking part. Special thanks to Shrikanta especially. Thank you all. And Balasanga, has he come? Oh, hi. Hi, Balasanga, there he is. Welcome. Hello. Yeah, Balu.
Hello,
Just
can you hear me?
Unmute Madi.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm so happy to see all of you. I think it has been quite a number of years since I have not seen all of you. I will not take any time except one instance where I would like to tell. Professor Subramaniam was calling students and telling them whether they are in a group. Satya Kumar was in front. Then he has done and all that. Suddenly he said, "Who is this Bala Sangameshwara?" And then I was quite scared. I wanted to run away from there. Then Satya Kumar pushed me in front. He said, "Did you write this?" That was the flow chart for cholesterol pathway, which was asked. I had written the full pathway, the diagram, flow diagram. I thought I have made a mistake. I think something is very wrong. He said, "Good, you have done. You're the only one now. I see that you have done this. I'm so happy. Were you coming for the class?" He asked me. I said, "Yes, I was in your class. Where were you sitting?" I said, "In the middle benches." "Then I have never seen you." I thought, okay, something is not very right again. He said, "No, I'm very happy. You have passed. Don't be scared. You go." This is one instance I cannot forget at all. Thank you very much. I thank
Bala.
Sharath
Thank
Kumar
you.
and Badri for making me attend this. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you. Thank
nice
you
to see all
so
of you.
much. Thank you. So thank you all Zoomers, and thank you all for giving me this opportunity to be here on the stage for this much of time. And I now call upon Dr. Vishwanath. We've come towards the end of our program. Dr. Vishwanath will propose a vote of thanks, and after that we sing the national anthem.
Good evening, friends, and what an evening it has been. On behalf of organizing committee of our Golden Jubilee celebrations and the entire fraternity of BMC 71, I have the pleasant duty of proposing the vote of thanks. As you all are aware, we have gathered here to celebrate our Golden Jubilee since we entered the portals of BMC. This gathering of BMC 71 for BMC 71 is by BMC 71. Therefore, this event would not have been possible without the presence of all of you, with or without your best halves. A big thank you to all of you. Of course, the icing of the cake, thank you goes to all our overseas classmates and their spouses. This shows their commitment and affection to the entire fraternity of BMC 71. Thank you once again. Arranging this event was no mean task. However, it became easy when someone from our own city of Maharaja took the reins of the organization committee. Chairman Sharath Kumar, someone who has dedicated his career to make life pleasurable, made the lives of the rest of us easy. From the venue to the cover, you will find his personal touch. He has toiled day and night to ensure the organization committee does not falter in any way, ensuring that all of you experience a memorable event. No amount of thanks can express our gratitude to him.
Thank you. All the credit goes to the entire committee, not only to me, especially the secretary, treasurer, and all the committee members, and all of you. I love you. Thank you.
Behind every successful man, there's a woman, and behind the chairman was a band of dedicated organization committee, most of whom you know. They have been selfless in giving their time and dedication to making these 2 days memorable. With great pride, a hug to all of you, dear friends. Of course, a special mention goes to our dear Srikanta. At a time we learned that the heart of BMC 71 has many chambers than ago. Dhanyavadagalu Srikanta. Hope he is watching us from Sringeri, where he has also prayed for our well-being. The function just completed would not have been possible without the wonderful compeers Ramita, Mohini, and Saroja. Thank you. Ramita also coordinated this event from day one. I also thank Murali for the
I request all of you to now stand for the national anthem. So, photo is there, right? I think after the national anthem. Yes. Shall we sing the national anthem together? Is the music coming? जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब मराठा द्राविड वंगा हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्तल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ माहे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे तब जय गाता जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे हिप हिप हुर्रे long live BMC long live BMC 1971 long live our classmates for a long and healthy happy life. Let's go home with wonderful memories for today. Ramita, thank you Ramita, thank you Saroja for co-comparing with me for this function. Let's all have a wonderful dinner and we'll break up. We'll all meet again in the morning, fresh again for breakfast, and we'll spend a few hours together again.
Thank you, Mohini.
Thank you all.
Now we have a group photo of all the participants, that is including the spouses. All of you kind.
ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅದು ಅಮರ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅತಿ ಮಧುರ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅದು ಅಮರ ಸ್ನೇಹವೇ ಗುಡಿಯು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯೇ ದೇವರು ಸ್ನೇಹವೇ ಗುಡಿಯು ದೇವರು ಕಾಲ ದೇಶ ಮೀರಿದ ಭಾವ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅತಿ ಮಧುರ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಅದು ಅಮರ ಸ್ನೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಅಂತರವಿಲ್ಲ ಸಿರಿತನ ಬಡತನ ಸೀಮೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸ್ನೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಅಂತರವಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿರಿತನ ಬಡತನ ಸೀಮೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ನೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥದ ಆಸೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಮತೆ ಮಮತೆ.
Hello, friends.